the Eastern Musketeer Sports Network on WSLM 1220 AM with Eli Guthrie and Dylan Beach. You'll hear all the live action tonight on the radio, along with live streaming on Facebook, X, and YouTube. It's game time, and we're ready here on WSLM.
The game may have been canceled last night, but we're back here for some high school football. Tonight, we have a clash between the Crawford County Wolfpack and the Eastern Musketeers. I'm Dylan Beach, alongside my co-host Eli Guthrie, and we will have all the action here tonight for you. Let's be real, it seems great. Not football, no cold in the forecast, nothing to hold us back like last night. 2.5 hours and they can get me sent home with big tears in our eyes, ready to call the game tonight because we're all tired. Yeah, I feel like I have deja vu being back here in the booth. We're here, waited last night, and kept getting pushed back and back. But we're here tonight now for this class. Let us know about some games going on in the area, some of the games that got postponed, what's going on tonight, Eli? Well, there's a lot of games postponed last night, about 8 throughout the area. It didn't really stop, one really didn't stop much football coverage around the area, but right now, after last night, the postponed tonight, where Brown County and Kenny County morning at 10 a.m. Don't know the results of that one just yet. Christian County of Kentucky lost in postponed to noon today. Don't have the results of that one yet. And you guys know the game right now. It's postponed to time at 7 p.m. Louisville, Holy Cross, and Providence postponed. They play about 7 o'clock just like we do here tonight. In North Harrison, Scottsburg, they play started an hour ago. Sullivan, South, and Vermilion, they play 6 p.m. on Monday. That's going to be a big step up, and that's why it's such a short time period between Monday and Friday. Along with Terre Haute South and Floyd Central, they got postponed for tonight on 17 p.m. we are. And then West Walker and Clarksville getting through that first quarter and then getting sent home tonight at 7 p.m. about midway. Yeah, a lot of delays last night, originally due to the inclement heat. Then it started getting into the territory where there was some bad weather, some nasty weather, and then a lot of the games got canned last night. Salem and Silver Creek got through last night, if they did. Salem ended up getting bad that game. Final score of that one was 42-21, Silver Creek on top after a storm force came. It was like late in the third quarter. Yeah, not a lot of games that got finished last night. More games got canceled than probably finished last night. We're approaching kickoff here. We got about 7 minutes left. Players have left the field. They're getting ready to come back out. Let's talk some pregame action today, Eli. We've been going through the week. I know we did the pregame stuff last night, but let's recap some of these keys to the game for Eastern. We thought that key tonight would be run the ball. Playing the ball would be a big thing. Keep the ball on the right side of the field. Passing did okay last night, last week. They really did nothing special. They had a few misses passes, maybe a few short turnovers areas, but running the ball ultimately set the game. They came close in that game because of the running ball and the ball. They ended up turning the ball over on downs like 3 or 4 times late in the third quarter, early fourth quarter, allowing what Washington to have a big third quarter team. But Cody Bannett did control the ball very well. I referred to that syndicate pass. Let me fly a few times. But then again, he did come up passes, allowing what Washington to take in. Eastern has a really nice dynamic with the roster this year. Maybe one of the more talented groups we've seen in the last couple of seasons. Eastern, like we mentioned, you got Cody Bannett. He has a nice arm on him, but also he has the wheels to be able to get outside the pocket and scramble. And one of the big players on the team is Braden Jones. There's not much to be said about Braden Jones. He runs like he's angry at the ground a lot of the time. Exactly. He's a great running back, and he's a huge asset for the defense team. 100%, like you said, Cody Bannett got on the pocket, has the field on. He ran for 7 carries last week, 37 yards. 7 carries, not a huge amount of yards, but when he did those yards, he had a big asset to the game last week. But then Braden Jones had 20 carries for 181 yards in 2 sessions. That is a huge step up from what he had last week, especially coming into this game when the run defense might not be as powerful as we wanted, as they talked to things like just a lot of pieces returning for Houston and some new pieces along the way. I know we mentioned it last night. For viewers that weren't here last night, 2 new seniors added to the team. Never played football for Houston before. Hayden Temple, Reese Winder. How big is it for their play last week for them to keep taking steps in their improvement? Well, it was a huge asset for last week. Hayden Temple did versatile asset that comes off basketball and track and field back years ago. He really brings out the talent. He's a big leader. Both him and Reese are some good leaders. Whether they're seniors or seniors, they both have that mentality and that maturity. He's good leaders to the team. Hayden Temple last week had 4 4 carries for 29 yards, not really bringing receptions, but 4 carries for 29 yards. And his brother also, Bobby Mitchell, he was in the game last week. Another Brooktown athlete. I know he's not a senior, but it really makes glimpses of Peyton and Brody last night with 8 tackles and 1 tackle for loss.
Yeah, there's a lot of new pieces here for Houston. He keeps preaching how this is one of the deeper teams, one of the more talented teams. And I mean, it's awesome whenever you can get a new player added to your team that goes off for 4 catches for 60 yards last week. Peyton Simple had all of the receiving yards from last week. I mean, it's going to be huge for him to keep going further on this year. We've talked a lot about Eastern already. We're getting closer to the broadcast. What are some of the keys to the game for Crawford?
Crawford County can maintain. They have a good chance in this game if they can maintain Braden Jones on the running aspect a lot of the game. But they can't focus too much on focusing on the run. Stop that, or they're going to give up over the top passes from Coach Bannon and their versatile wide receivers. Before they're going to run 2 or 3 wide out and 1 in the slot tonight, I believe. And it's going to really cause problems. They focus too much on the run rather than getting up to the passes or playing a balance beat up front.
Yeah, we got to talk to Coach Bell during the week, and preaching that this is a building program. People haven't seen the results in the Crawford County lately, but this program is getting there. They have a lot of talent, a lot of young guys, and they stress that they need to hold them on the ground game. How big is it for them to be back at home tonight?
It's huge to be back. I talked to the coach. He said being at home is great. It really gives them a chance to build momentum early in this game. Now, the crowd last night was a lot bigger than it is right now. We're missing a lot of people from last night, but I still think being on their home field, it's more just like
they're familiar.
Yeah, familiarity here will make it a lot better. Coach also, they have 16 sophomores in coach today. That's a low numbers. He wants to be able to make sure they know when practicing game time mentality when it comes to play and doing daily things correct. This young team of Crawford County.
Yeah, Coach mentioned how kind of a complete 180 from Eastern. They don't have all the depth in the world as young teams. They had some guys that were probable coming into the game. They had the center, Adams. He's good to go tonight. He's been dealing with a groin injury. He wasn't quite ready to go last week. Playing. They had their 3 safety, Chumbley. Went out with a nasty helmet last week. He's going to be good to go. They only got him to be missing their important running back, Messer. Out for some discipline issues. How big is it for Crawford to have their whole roster tonight?
It is huge for them to have their whole roster tonight. It's going to allow them to fully train the access they want to this outside line and getting the ball pressed down the field. Now, losing those players early in the game does not hurt them as much as it might if they were out for the full game, like that one disciplinary action. That might hurt them tonight. But that one guy coming off the head injury, the concussion protocol from last week, you're glad he's okay. But he's ready to go tonight. Big action. And Nicky, you mentioned earlier when we were on the pregame show before we started that Eastern has one player out tonight in the first quarter that could really cause them trouble for the first start of the game.
Yeah, Eastern missing Braden Jones for the first quarter tonight. One of the biggest players on this team, one of their best players. We're going to see how Eastern can play in the first quarter without him.
Yes, we will. We're going to see. I feel like they're going to attack the passing game a little bit more in this first quarter without Braden Jones. But Braden, the backup running back, Christian Resher. He's not the 100%. Christian Resher needs to thrive. He's not 100% running back like they need, like Braden Jones. Braden Jones powers through like a backs up. We may need him in this second quarter. As of right now, we have to throw you guys down to PA now. We need a break so we can do the national anthem here in Crawford County.
This is the Musketeers halftime report.
After a joint surgery, injury, or illness, Meadowview and Salem Crossing are the best choices for helping you recover. Our Moving Forward Rehabilitation Program offers a full range of therapies. We're here to help you return home safely with the skills you need to live life on your own terms. Meadowview and Salem Crossing, 2 great options for your rehabilitation. To learn more, visit asccare.com or call 888-996-8272. This is Becky White from Wslm, and I'm here at the beautiful John Jones showroom in Salem, Indiana for the John Jones Auto Minute.
Are you ready for some football and fantastic deals on wheels? John Jones Auto Group is here to kickstart your season with unbeatable savings at all 4 of our locations. That's right, we're conveniently located in Salem, Gordon, Greenville, and Scottsburg. Score big this football season and drive away a winner with John Jones Auto Group. Our dedicated team is committed to helping you find the perfect vehicle that suits both your style and your budget. Whether you're looking for a tough and versatile truck to tackle any challenge, or sleek and fuel-efficient sedan to zip through traffic like a star player, we've got you covered. Plus, don't overlook our certified pre-owned vehicles that offer affordable reliability. Get ready to do a happy touchdown dance because we're offering incredible finance options. Our finance team will work their magic to secure the best rates and terms tailored to your needs. Touchdown! And there's more. John Jones Auto Group is offering game-changing incentives, lease specials, and low APRs. Make this the perfect time to drive home, a deal you won't find anywhere else. Don't fumble this opportunity. Visit John Jones Auto Group today at any of our 4 locations. Or you can check us out online at johnjonesautogroup.com. And remember, we see so many because they paid so little.
And we're back here at Crawford County. We're heading to the middle for the coin toss. If you're just joining us, folks, I'm Dylan Beach alongside my partner, Eli Guthrie. We're excited to finally get this game home to you guys tonight. Eli, you ready for some high school football tonight?
Yes, sir, I am. Got a long way to time from last week to now, especially with that one extra day in between from the postponed last night.
That time of year, I mean, it's certainly like within the weather here lately. It's really, really hot. But it's starting to finally look like some Friday night lights. It's starting to cool off. They got the lights on. We got some nice high school football action.
I completely agree. I'm real excited for this. As college football coming back as well, I'm ready for some more high school football because they really, it's not 100% as good as college football, but it really brings out some momentum and shows you what these young kids can do.
Yeah, it's a huge game tonight. Maybe even seeing some of these Eastern players playing at the college level is good. They got the talent now. They got some guys that are getting recruited. I mean, you might be seeing these guys playing on Friday nights, even playing on Saturday morning.
100%. And there's one player I want to talk about that really can have that attention on Saturday night, or anytime that's Saturday. He has been recruited by multiple schools. He had a full ride scholarship at Southern Illinois University, multiple other walk-on opportunities at Louisville and IU.
He's a big-time player. A lot of people like to say they don't run the ball to his side. We're going to see if Crawford likes to test him tonight, but, I mean, you got the Caleb Kings, you got the Adrian Millers. Not a lot of talent in this program now. We keep emphasizing it. And we keep emphasizing it because it's just so true.
100%. There's a lot of talent that comes to your squad. It's just knowing how to use it for their team each and every week that can help them prosper in this football game.
And there's still a group that's connected. Last week didn't get the result they wanted against West Washington. We're going to see if they can get a more positive result tonight. Same with Crawford County, just keep telling you how young they are. They didn't quite get the result they wanted last week, too. 2 teams. One of them has to get the win column tonight. 100%.
It'll be sending between Eastern going 0-2 or Crawford County going 0-2 plus Peter. Like we talked about last night, our very, very short pregame show, Crawford County lost last week 34-0 to Wslm County. Then Musketeers was lost 27-21. But going back to this game last season, Musketeers absolutely trampled over Crawford County Wolfpack 54-0 action. It really set the tone for this game.
I'd be looking for a little bit of Crawford, but it's finally time for kickoff.
Both teams are lining up in their positions, ready to send this ball away.
Yeah, Cody Bannett, quarterback and late kicker for Eastern Michigan. That's not something you always get to see, but high school football gets to provide these fun action.
Exactly. Cody Bannett, where they punted last week, came of one punt, 67 yards, and most of that came on the ground, but still that's a very impressive punt.
Ball is kicked off to Bell. Bell takes it out to the 30. Cuts upside. Gets outside. Bell is wrapped up on the play. That's a great return.
Very good start to Crawford County on that play. Driving the ball within his own 30-yard line, getting it up to the 35. Great start for Crawford County Wolfpack. They send it off.
Now, that's a great return there. He made a couple of guys miss. Nathaniel Rankin ends up being the guy to wrap him up.
100%. Neo to make great tackles and get across the line of scrimmage tonight with a big adversity. The big adversity from Crawford County Wolfpack tonight. As they had a big defensive line team up here, to break tackles and get around that offensive line.
Hey, Crawford's lining up in the shotgun. Quarterback Whitney Bell steps back to receive the snap. Receives offering, hands off, and that's going to be tough for a loss. A bad start for the first possession of the Crawford County Wolfpack. That kickoff went very well for them, getting a few yards back on that return, but that run right there did not set them up for success.
Yeah, that one didn't go anywhere, Eli. That one, not a great start, but for the Eastern defense, I mean, you can't be any happier than that. They were on that right away.
100%. They stepped in there and got those offensive linemen very quickly. You can see the difference in the Crawford County offensive line of this flag on the play. Offensive line, the defensive line from Musketeers, the defensive line from Musketeers, it's a lot taller, a lot bigger than that offensive line from the Crawford County Wolfpack. It makes this thing a little bit more adverse to the Wolfpack as they're trying to hold back that defensive line.
Yeah, you can notice the size differences whenever you got players like Brody Temple and Caleb King on the outside. Those aren't small guys.
100%. They're both big guys, over 6 foot tall, and he's weighing over 200 something pounds. It's almost pure muscle, not quite, but some good muscle on them, ready to hit in there and get the quarterback or on a running back on the play.
Now we're going to be walking back a couple of yards, 5-yard penalty on the Wolfpack on that last pass. Got Stroud off to the right of Easton Snap. Goes to pass. And that's going to be an incomplete pass. Not a really good screen there.
Musketeers thought that was a screen pass backwards by the lateral play, which would have set the Musketeers up in great plus territory if they ever took that ball before. It was really complete.
Yeah, Crawford's lucky there. That one was close to being a backwards pass. They're going to have to get that one completed there to get to a 3rd and long for Crawford.
A very, very 3rd and long, 3rd and 15. This is very, very manageable down, but also a very, very hard one to make up right now. They started off very good.
Yeah, receiver on that last play, so previously mentioned Sumley, he's back tonight. He had a helmet-to-helmet contact. Hopefully he can stay good tonight. Hopefully he has a nice full game. Crawford's got 3 in the backfield here. Quarterback and 2 off to the side. Gets the ball in shotgun. Gets outside, and he's wrapped up on the play. That's going to be a 3rd and a 3 and out.
Really stalemated there for the Crawford County Wolfpack, actually losing yards after that false start penalty on 2nd down. It really set them up with failure after that. That offensive line didn't give up. That offensive line gave up too much ground to that defensive line of the Musketeers, allowing too much play in the backfield, getting hit. Multiple losses on the play.
Bell tried to get the read option going there. Couldn't quite busted outside. The block really never matured there. On for the Wolfpack. The return man on the play, Hayden Bell, is going to be punted back to Eastern. Back to return for the Musketeers. I think it's Garrett Drury.
Garrett Drury last had a few good returns. The ball would always hit the ground in front of him and end up catching it. When it bounced off the ground to his arm.
Drury catches at the 40. That's up. Gets it past the field. And is brought down at the 45. That's a great return on a punt for the all things considered there.
That Wolfpack return, their punt team was very, very hesitant to tackle Drury on that play. They gave us a few more yards after the touch because they were just so scared to tackle him.
And he was originally wrapped up at about the 45. It ended up getting placed at 41. I mean, that's a great return. I mean, normally on punts, you're just looking to get the ball, not to hurt yourself on a punt return. We just gave them an extra 20 yards here.
100%. As we see the Eastern offense, we got to make a note that they do not, again, like I said earlier, do not have Brady going to his first drive. I'm very intrigued to see how they handle his first drive without him.
Yeah, lined up behind Cody Bannett is Nathan McBride. We mentioned him as one of the options for backup running back. Cody Bannett, we're going to see what he can get going. He's in the drop there. He's the snap. Looks the throw. It's Garrett Drury long. That's caught. Garrett Drury opened this game up for the Eastern Musketeers. 60-0 Eastern.
A one-play, big long ball from Tim Gates, Cody Bennett, to the house with touchdown Garrett Drury. That play was a 41-yard bomb, catch and run for Garrett Drury. Huge play for the Musketeers to start this game out. 9:54 remaining in the first quarter.
I mean, not a better start for Luke Dean's Musketeers. Cody Bennett rifled that one in the coverage.
I'm interested to see if they're going to do a two-point conversion or still go here with Bennett. Had catch one PAT last week.
Yeah, Bannett, like we said, is with Army knife at Eastern. He punched, he hit, yes, and now he's throwing for his first touchdown of the year.
100%. We might not see as many more of those touchdown passes as we will right now because they're going to have Jones in the second quarter. We might see a lot more running touchdowns.
And the PAT is up, and it is good. That was fun.
Yeah, it's right between the uprights, then that 7-0 lead in the first quarter. Was early in the first quarter here in Crawford County. Yeah, we're just few minutes in here to this game, 9:54 left. 2 minutes and 6 seconds into this first quarter. Eastern Musketeers lead 7-0. Oh man, what a great play there. Right now, we're going to continue to break on here on Eastern Musketeers broadcast.
After
You're listening to the Eastern Musketeers Sports Network. We want to take some time to thank our sponsors for supporting our broadcast of this game. We're going to take a quick break in the game to hear from our local sponsors who help bring you live games for the Eastern Musketeers Sports Network.
This is Becky White from Wslm, and I'm here at the beautiful John Jones showroom in Salem, Indiana for the John Jones Auto Minute.
Are you ready for some football and fantastic deals on wheels? John Jones Auto Group is here to kickstart your season with unbeatable savings at all 4 of our locations. That's right, we're conveniently located in Salem, Corden, Greenville, and Scottsdale.
Hello, and we're back here in Marengo for a non-conference matchup clash between the Eastern Musketeers and Crawford County Wolfpack. If you're just joining us, Eastern is leading 7-0 with 9:54 to play in the first quarter. We saw a great first drive there for the Musketeers. It was only one play. I mean, there wasn't really that much great about it. Just they break in the coverage there for Crawford County, and a wide open catch from Garrett Drury to lead to the house from a 41-yard bomb. And not really even a drive, just a one play, but Cody Bannett back out here to kick it off. Kicks it off. He got a hold of that one. That was a booming kick from Bannett there. That one's going to go into the end zone for a touchback. It's close to the sideline there. That could have been trouble, but a great kick there from Cody Bannett. ICAA rule says any football rule says if the ball goes out of bounds, not it as a flag, and we just kick the ball like a 35 to 6. And I mean, after that first good return from Crawford, I mean, the touchback is all you really need there. I mean, like we mentioned earlier, Bell took one to about 35-yard line on that first and made a couple of guys miss. I mean, could have got a couple more blocks and not have scored. You see the Crawford County offense second time tonight. That first drive, they really stalemated at 1 yard line after that false start. Getting any positive yards, having two or three plays falling short of the line of scrimmage. Crawford breaks out and hoping to produce a little bit more here. They got 3 in the backfield once again. I think we're going to see that a lot to try to negate this pass rush. I did a triple option play here. Decent snap out of the shotgun. Screen pass to Bell. Bell gets upfield. And he is wrapped up on the play by Chandler Dukes. He was still churning after that ball there. It was almost a troublesome play again for Crawford County Wolfpack as it went backwards this time rather than forward. It could have set him up for a big fail on that play. It ended up being a nice little gain of about 6 to 7 there. That was a great screen. Chandler Dukes ended up wrapping him up. Bell kept on turning. Could have busted 3 on that one. He broke a few more tackles, getting about 7 yards. He's up second down and 3 on the ball at 27-yard line. Still in Crawford County side of the ball. Much more manageable position now. They had second and 15 last time. You're going to take second and scored a lot more this time. That was back in shotgun. Easy offering, a blitz from Eastern. There's a fumble on the play, and Crawford County falls on it. What a great defensive stand there from the Musketeers. It seems like every person on the defensive line got into the backfield of that play, breaking up that triple option play, sending that ball flying into the air at least 3 yards, bringing it back down. Luckily, the Crawford County Wolfpack for their offense landed on it and getting him a 3rd down and 9. That was great from Passion to be able to fall back down on that ball. That would have been bad. Coach Bell kept stressing how they have to be able to get their defense better position. That the offense can turn the ball over and putting that defense back. Exactly. Daily thanks correct right now as they line up to get that play. Bell back in shotgun once again on the very 3rd and long. Decent snap. Looks to throw. Oh, and that's an incompletion off the hands of Stumbley. That was a great pass there by the Crawford County quarterback. Just could not quite connect with his receiver over the middle. I feel like if he would have connected there, they might have not got the first. Well, they would have got the first down. It would have been a great passing tonight for the Wolfpack. But it tailed up now to bring on the puncher. Yeah, another move to Crawford County. They're going to have to get something going. A good ball hit him in the hands. It might have been a little too hard on. In fact, Drury again had that touchdown earlier. Let's see what he can do on this drive. Drury back at the 45. Snap is there. Once it's long, ball in the air. And Garrett Drury's not even going to make a play on it. They're going to down it at 38. That was a good punt by Crawford County there. It really didn't really flip the field, but it definitely started in a less favorable position than last time.
A pretty good punt, all things considered, for how they got backed up on a fumble. Garrett Drury likely was playing a knuckleball. He could have tried to maybe one hop it, but didn't really get off the ground for to be able to do that. The ball over and similar in field position, not quite as good as last time, but what the Buccaneers can do here is there's a little bit more resistance. 100%. Talking before the game, there was a little bit of rain before the game today. About half an hour before game time, so there's a little bit of rain coming through. That might have put that ball is not down the field. That's up the field, but now Bannett lines up there to play. Eastern looking to get going. Bannett with McBride off left. And in the shotgun. Get some motion. McBride up the gut. McBride takes the gun in, keeps on turning, and that's going to be a first down for the Musketeers. Great run from McBride. Great start from McBride there as he gets to show his strength in this first quarter with Brady Jones out. Even after that first kick was made, on his jersey, pulling him back, but his feet just kept on spinning. He was moving down the field past the Buck territory. Nathan McBride, another guy who runs violently. He runs like he's angry at the ground. He bursts right down Main Street, right up the gut. Got his gain about 15 on the play. Gain of 15 on the play about. Pretty good play there from the Musketeers. Bannett back in shotgun from McBride off to his right. Snap. Looks to throw. Oh, and that's a hurry. And Garrett Drury. Oh, and he's not able to reel it in. What a great play there to start Musketeers, but just fell up short. Bannett let one fly again down the field, about a 30-yard bomb. Garrett Drury just slipped right through his hand. He bobbled it for a half a second there, letting it, trying to gain control, but ended up dropping it, bringing up a second down and 10 for the Musketeers. Yeah, they're great pass rush there from the running back, Stroud, playing end now. Great pass rush there. Cody Bannett was high down the field. Garrett Drury couldn't quite corral it, and he was leveled on that play. Back in the shotgun. Bannett with McBride off to his left. Gives the exchange, and McBride gets himself another first down, or it might be third and inches here. McBride was backpedaling that whole play. Didn't really know what he could do wrong on that one. He got hit early, but just drug the defensive players from Crawford County down the field with him. As he picks up maybe a first down from upstairs, no, confirmed third down and 1. Houston got a very easily convertible first down here. I'd like to go right to the front. He's running his tail off, but don't change what's not broken is what I'm trying to say. Don't fix what's not broken right now, and they need to keep handing McBride and letting him see what they're going to do. And in the shotgun, Leaking McBride off to his right and left. Makes the handoff. Bannett gets outside. Takes 1 minute and gets the first down. Bannett had a good run there. The read option. He kept the ball, and it was made a great play for him. He got outside about 4 or 5 yards in the play. Past the line of scrimmage. It was a great tackle from cornerback position there. Cody Bannett kind of made a got his foot at the end, brought him down. It was about a shoestring tackle there from the corner from Crawford County. It really could have gone back for them if they would have missed that tackle. Yeah, Bannett, like we just mentioned, he has good wheels. Has great wheels. Got to be able to respect the read option, especially after all the good games in the club. That has really opened up the running game for the Musketeers this morning. Bannett takes the snap, hands off to McBride. McBride gets up the middle for about a gain of 6. Great play there for the Musketeers. McBride showing off his strength once again to this Crawford County defense, putting them back on their heels, not allowing much breathing room for the Crawford County defense to get a stop here on the running play. Now about a 2nd and 5 here, a great drive here for Houston. Not a lot of subs so far. It's been almost the same group. I'd like to see maybe a little bit that. Between 3 or 4 plays, they are now almost in the shadow of the red zone here. The 27-yard line, ready to put that ball in the end zone across the chop. That Eastern didn't weren't the best in red zone last week. They just got to tell me. That fumble drop. That's a bad snap drop. And Cody Bannett, all he can do is just get rid of it. That was a big mess up for the Musketeers right there. As the ball didn't seem like to be snapped at all. The ball just kind of like, when he said height, the ball felt like it flew into the ground immediately. It looks like he kind of just gets it into the ground. Cody Bannett cover that ball away. Not long
could have been very stretched to the might not be the ball, but by seeing that, I'm sure he's very good at skipping a rock. Because it looks like that's exactly what it looks like on a pond right there.
Eastern Musketeers got a third down, and the Crawford County faithful is on their feet here. Bennett takes the snap, hands off to McBride. McBride gets the first down and more.
He went at least 10 yards there untouched. McBride did, slicing right through the defensive line of Crawford County, giving them a good gain and another first down inside the red zone this time for Musketeers.
Eastern plays right on their 20. Continues to drive a nice long drive, keeping Crawford on their heels.
This is a big drive from Musketeers to open up a huge gap going in the first quarter.
Bennett once again in shotgun, right to his left. Low snap, hands it to McBride. McBride ate up at the line. McBride tried to bust it up outside, but ate up at the line for maybe a gain of 1, probably a gain of 9.
That play right there really stalemated at the line of scrimmage. So McBride was able to power through and get them maybe 1.5 yards in the play, setting up a second down from the 19-yard line.
Crawford wrapped them up right away there. That was a good performance outside of that line.
You really need to see some more action plays from the Musketeers here. The cross-side defense has started to figure out what they're going to do to play. They're running out the middle. Yes, they're getting a lot of yards up. But it looks like they're closing in on that gap a little bit more big in the middle of their line.
I'd like to see the offense get ball through. In the shotgun. That's back. Throws. Complete to Caleb King, and that's going to be another gain of nothing there.
A sidearm pass, and Cody Bannett really set them up for a good play there. But he could not quite get the connection down a little bit further down the field to pick up 2 yards. It's like, as Caleb King was hit and stalemated right when he caught the ball, surprised it didn't go incomplete.
That correction on my part there has completed the broken temple. Very similar body type look. Maybe a baby Caleb King as well. Short gains from Musketeers. They've converted longer. About maybe a third and 8 here. What do you want to see them do?
I want to see a pass play here. Some of the play action, like you mentioned earlier, I want to see a play action play here. Fake handoff for play action. And a loss down the field. Maybe Garrett Drury again on this left corner.
Has athletes on the outside. Bennett takes the snap. Hands off to McBride. Spins. Gets up the field a little bit. He is not going to be there for the first down.
Even going for it here. They have a 7-0 lead late in the first quarter, 3 minutes to go. I like to see them go for it here as the clock keeps running. They have a better chance going for it and open up a bigger lead rather than the 3.
I'd like to see him take a chance here. I mean, like you said, to build that momentum. Get it here. You're going to be striking from the 10.
Exactly.
Forcing about 4 here for Musketeers.
13-yard line.
And snap. Takes the handoff. Gets inside. And I think he's going to have the first down on that one. Bannett, elusive, makes the guy miss there.
Seemed like Crawford County did not take out what they were going to do right there. Looks like one was going to go hit Cody. The other one was just going to go run the opposite direction, going 4 running back. Great read there on the play by Cody Bannett, setting up another first down from Musketeers on the 7-yard line, looking to that end zone, seeing a big old letter pack, ready to get a 13-0 lead.
Yeah, Bannett ran diagonally there, made a man miss. One of the most underrated playmaking abilities he's shown us this read off.
Sure has. I'm glad to see him do even more. As we had something to smoke our window right in front of us.
Yeah, I guess it just flies out here tonight here at Crawford.
Well, we about lost on something.
Bennett takes a snap. Hands off to McBride. McBride is rolled down.
No, touchdown signal.
Touchdown.
Touchdown signal on the play. McBride out to the right side diagonally, taking that off-tackle play. Handoff from Bannett for the Musketeer touchdown.
Yeah, McBride handed out the play. Got the handoff. Got it into the score.
A 13 consecutive touchdown point for the Musketeers. They're going up for an extra point right here.
Starting to look like one of those fairy tale starts to a game. I mean, that's more than back-to-back drives, back-to-back stops, back-to-back scores.
I completely agree with the play on Madden. Look at the first quarter.
And it takes a snap. That kick is up, and it is good. Cody Bannett moves to 3 for 3 on PATs on the year.
Another 14-0 lead for the Musketeers. 2:31 to go in the first quarter. We're not going to continue to break right now. We're going to do some more analyzing and more talking about the game. Keep weeks coming up later in this game. Coming up.
And Crawford County could get it going for you are. We might be seeing, a repeat of what happened last year. last year, one of the first home wins in a while. Their first win in a while. It's great opener. Get the momentum last year. Crawford, they're going to have to defend the Wolfpack within a little bit more than this. 100%. It looks like this game's going to get ugly early, especially since the Musketeers deferred to the second half, receiving the ball right into the second half in about 25 minutes. And don't forget, for all the people at home, that Eastern might be getting their best player back in the next couple of minutes. Exactly. It's only going to make things worse. That defensive attack for the Wolfpack, defensive back. Makes it even worse for them as they're going to have another powerhouse, a huge matchup range working every play. They're going to feed the beast around and around. Again, just to get that defense on their heels every play. After just joining us folks from home, Eastern leads 14-0 over the Wolfpack. Been a sloppy first half so far from one of these sides. A great first half so far from the Musketeers. Gonna see what gets going here a little bit as we are almost finished the first quarter. 2:31 to go. It's been two very quick drives. The first drive was just one play, 41-yard touchdown pass to Cody Dent connecting. And now this second drive is a little longer, nothing too crazy. Just making up for the time they didn't spend on the first drive. It ended up being a touchdown to Nathan Price up on the slant route running it up the middle. Now the bubble state is certainly looking good so far. The long bomb to Drury. McBride is running right up the gut every single time. A little with Braden Jones coming back next quarter. There's also a bigger problem for Crawford County now on their offensive end. Not being able to create plays already, but wait till they have Braden Jones back on defense. He's going to be breaking up that out even more, allowing more tackle for losses. Like he had one tackle for loss last week. Really setting them up crazy. 10 tackles for tackle for loss. Really going to get trouble for the Crawford County time. I mean, it is crazy to be saying, but with 2 minutes left in the first quarter, we might already be seeing a major break rise. They might put the water boy in. Who knows? Crawford County starting to get their fans hyped up. Something's got into the Wolfpack. I don't know. They are on their feet. That student section has been sitting down the whole first quarter until about right now. They all got on their feet, raising their hands up in the air, ready for this 14-0 deficit for the top 10 Wolfpack. And it's hard to rally whenever there's no wind. I mean, this crowd has got the eldest young people forward tonight. They just haven't been doing it. Yeah, they're getting all business and no gravy here. Cody Bennett boots is long, and that's going to go out of bounds for the flag on the play. The ball he puts in 35-yard line. He can start in field position for the Crawford County Wolfpack. We are hoping to see a little bit more moving on the offensive side of things for Crawford County. Instead of just turning our necks this way, or turning our necks so far, looking for the offense to have to break off on them. Not the greatest kick from Bennett there. He flirted with it on the sideline. Looking like we might be having a read. Let's just say the last time he got the date, but this time he got denied right on the sideline. Yeah, it's not a great kick. Looks like we're going to have a read kick here. This is what second tens are all about. He's gonna get a date this time. Let's see if he can redeem himself here. Maybe he wants to take it a little bit closer. Maybe avoid Bell at that first. Maybe avoid being rejected again. Hey, that's good. Eastern breaks snap. Bennett looking to pin him here with a little bit better of a kick. It's a nice full of days out there. We're here for the second time for the game. We're here for the second time for the kickoff. 100%. Bennett picks it long. Oh, he's going to take it again. And it's safe and bounds. Bell fields it at the 15. Gets upfield. Oh, and he just what a hit. What hit on the kickoff. Really, really letting him have it. Connor Speak was a madman on defense last week. Had 2 sacks, and now he just plays the boom stick there. He is at the hit stick. Madden hit stick right there. Surprised the ball didn't come out. That was just a great little tackle for Luke there. Only about a return of 7 yards, but they bring it out further in the bin on a touch. 100%. We saw if they didn't, this Crawford did not grab the ball right there. By rule, the ball is still live on kickoff, and they go catch 10 yards in. He went about 35 yards there. So, he almost had no choice but to pick up the ball on it. Maybe I should look at the next game. Crawford bringing back. They're bringing in a new running back. Stumbly instead of Stroud. Behind Bell on the shotgun. Bell takes the snap. Looks out, and it's picked off.
Oh, man.
And that one is going to be returned all the way back to the house.
He read that one like a book. That ball had nothing left in a freaking, that was a stop rocket right there. That thing flew.
Sandler looked like it was intended for him. That is a great play to do that.
The Crawford County quarterback put some sauce in that ball. It snapped it right out of the air. The Musketeer defense did running, turning it for a touchdown, taking the lead 20-0. The first quarter, this ain't getting ugly.
Sandler Dukes, he had his hands all over the game. Looking great tonight. It's more of a kicking set. Coming out for his third game. We're not even done with the first quarter.
I can see the deficit being a reoccurring mistake.
Up on Cody Bannett. Kick is up.
And it looked a little wide left. It was good, though.
That one is good. That one's good all the way there. Eastern, once again, if you were just joining us in the last 15 seconds of game time, it was going to be 21-0 on the night.
Man, this is going to turn into a big. By halftime, we are looking at about a 42-point lead for the Musketeers if they keep their power going right now.
Eastern, like we mentioned earlier, the game was keep possession, run the football.
It was, we mentioned before the game started, running the ball, keep the ball on the ground, being able to know what to do right and what not to do. Like throwing the ball would be a great thing to do. Like they had a touchdown the first drive from through the air. But running the ball can make a better option. Like as right now, in about 2 minutes, they get the breakdown.
I mean, the more you run the ball, the more you're going to be able to air out the more players that go into the box. Crawford got to be higher than the cornerback.
Because I can imagine, look at that last play there, that interception. It looked like a little loss, a big loss of confidence for Crawford County as they're all hanging their heads after a kick this third, bringing it down 21.
Put up for about a play or two. Start to lose numbers back to 6 down.
We have about 2 or 3 on the sit down now after that kick 6. It can always be worse. It could have went a lot worse. Like, no, I'm just joking. It could have gone any worse than the Crawford County Wolf back there. It was a huge lay down. Even they just let's give it to sit down and have to go home.
Saying it, I don't think it's going on now. Flip side, hopefully, start with that. Murphy might be saying that.
It's so back at the guest again tonight, especially if it's opening up already first quarter. You might even see some managers getting in there if they have yet to come in.
Might have to put elders in.
We might have to put little coach son in, little 6-year-old son. Oh, Bennett falls on the pitch.
Bennett boots it, falls down on the plate, still hasn't got up. Bell returns it to the outside, and he's brought down at the 30.
Now he's back. Bennett slipping up on the play. Hopefully he's not injured or injuring something on him. Bringing it back for a net gain for Wolfpack.
Big coach team's going to tell him to put some dirt on it after that one. Great tackle on the play from Cade Simpson.
They really need him on this. They really need him on his offense. The offense, especially kicking off.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's going to be all right. Like we mentioned earlier, they had some snap issues earlier. I think we can stock up a lot of these things still being a little wet. Probably some weakness put into it too.
100%. He was late 7.
Stroud is back in the backfield with Bell, but then like somebody back there, I suppose. Bell takes from the center and shotgun. Hands off to Stroud. Stroud keeps turning and he's going to get a gain of about 4 on the play.
We've finally saw some more than a 1-yard gain for Crawford County on that play. About a gain or 2 or 3 rather than 1. They're getting back to the positive on the attack.
And one of the most commonly used high school football terms is 4 times 3 is 12. So all you got to do sometimes is get those 3 yards. Get 3 yards 4 times. First down every time. 100%. Not the flashiest football, but games like that can beat back to the top of the
Game of inches for sure. 4 even yards.
And Crawford's got to get some runs going downhill, getting a little bit of momentum back. Crawford
back in the box with blockers here. Snap out a shotgun. Looks to throw. Caleb King almost wraps him up there, and he is just going to do all he can to throw that ball away.
He barely escaped the fact there, running out towards the near side of the press box. Really, really thankful to get hit there by Big Brody Temple on that retreat from the quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, not the greatest night for the quarterback that you got. Caleb King and Brody Temple on that. I mean, you got 6'6", 260 Caleb King, and then 6'4", 210 Brody Temple.
100%.
That's not what you want to keep running off the end on you. And we got another third down for Crawford. They've got to start converting.
I agree. A third down and 7 ball on their own 34-yard line. 1 minute and 14 seconds to go. Must have an outstanding lead.
Coach Bell has mentioned that the offense that's their defense in bad situations. Once again, bad field position for their defense on their heels once again.
Crawford County has yet tonight to be in the front territory at the time I'm called by Crawford County the first half. And we're going to continue to break here on Musketeer Broadcasting.
After it,
You're listening to the Eastern Musketeer Sports Network. We want to take some time to thank our sponsors for supporting our broadcast of this game. We're going to take a quick break in the game to hear from our local sponsors who help bring you live games for
Hello,
the Eastern
folks.
Musketeer.
Greg Martin at Stella Martin Store. I'd like to start off by saying a big thank you to everyone that voted us the best place to purchase appliances, furniture, and floor covers in Washington County for another year. At Billy Martin Store, we have so much more to offer a loyal customer. Not only do we carry a complete line of GE hot point and Speak Clean appliances, but also a full line of home furniture supplies. Beautiful quality name brand furniture and living room suites, sectional, recliners, dining room suites, bedroom suites, lamps, and sections, and those fitted. USA and Moe's Furniture and Bedding is made right here in Southern Indiana. Display of all your full garbage, vinyl, tile, laminate, Somerset hardwood flooring. We offer you low prices, free home business estimates, and professional installation by our own installers. Billy Martin Store offers you free delivery, free haul-away, and our own professional service on what we sell. Janice, Tanya, and I will be happy to help you in selecting the perfect item for your home or business and stand behind you if you have a plan.
And we are back here at Crawford County as Bell gets ready to take the snap here in the shotgun. Out off to the side. Looking him out left. All alone back there. Looking all passing on this third down. No, takes to the center. Looks the pass. Scrambles out wide. Almost brought down. He's going to get up side. Campers up the sideline for the first down. That's a great play by Bell. Gets his fans on their feet.
I couldn't get out of bounds there about the 36-yard line on their own side. But instead, there was Paul's live ball. He ran the ball all the way across the territory by the 45-yard line. The 46.
Yeah, that one might have been questionable, but he scampered on up the sideline and he sold it. I mean, he didn't sell on himself there. He got himself a nice game, and this could maybe get back in this game sooner rather than later.
Especially at the final seconds, the final minute kickoff clock in the first quarter. So the Crawford County looks like it's finally making a mark down the field on their fourth drive of the game.
I mean, 53 seconds goal. He's likely the best player back. So different. Snap slow, and Bell can be wrapped up right away. That is big loss. Not how you like to follow up a play like that.
Not at all. It's about a second, 15 now, 5-yard last cross on the back. Really, really looking down now on this drive. As Mr. gets up lifting, hopping off the field there on his handle,
and that was made for already down in this game. Now questioning your only defense going to do is giving yardage.
I completely agree. And now there's no more plays for this first quarter as they're going to let the clock expire. Into the first quarter break.
You're listening to the Eastern Musketeer Sports Network. We want to take some time to thank our sponsors for supporting our broadcast. We're going to take a quick break in the game to hear from our local sponsors who help bring you live games for the Eastern Musketeer Sports Network.
Things change. Insurance should too. Jason can help to see if you're covered for life's constant changes. Call Jason Bettmeyer, your Washington County agent, at 812-883-2995 or visit infarmbureau.com.
Keep playing. Keep working. Keep going. And keep moving. With the exceptional orthopedic sign of advanced services and procedures. It's no wonder most people choose Baptist to help them keep on. Keep it on. Visit BaptistHealth.com/ortho to find a Baptist Health provider.
Party time is rolling on at McDonald's in Salem, Mitchell, and West Dayton. Hosted birthday parties are continuing to gain in popularity. McDonald's birthday parties include goodie bags for each guest, a gift for the birthday child, meals with a choice of cheeseburger, hamburger, or nuggets, along with fries, choice of drink for each guest, a birthday cake, and ice cream. Now the Play Place is closed for an inclusive 2-hour private party. That's right, the Play Place closes down for the 2-hour event. Call event coordinator Renee Lewis at 812-788-0126. Free for Salem, Mitchell, or West Dayton today. Renee and her...
And we are back here again in Marengo. And if you were just joining us, just a great first half of this Buccaneers. They lose 21-0. Just mentioned Bell has been a little shaken up. Back out to move, shotgun through the front. And Brian Jones back to Buccaneers. Snapping the shotgun. Caleb King is in the backfield. Evades the sack, and he's going to do all he can to throw that ball away. Yes, he will. That was a huge mishap there for the Crawford County. They really set themselves up the trail on that step. As soon as the ball was snapped, the Buccaneers shot into the backfield of the Crawford County players down. We got Aiden Bell down on the player. He was back up already. I mean, common reoccurring why that there's more players in the backfield than Crawford. Helping Crawford. They can fix this by being on a block part, making sure they do the right way, block the right people, rather than giving up their block within the first half second block. Holding him a lot longer without getting a holding call, of course. Or holding him a lot longer, allowing more time in the back. Make a play or make a pass down the field. So to scan through his progression and be able to make the play for the second time. He has mentioned the possibility of graduating guys on Saturday. It already looks like a college student versus football. Exactly, like the little league over there, little league playing over there on the back point in the game this one right now. Lines up, 2 off to the wing. L in the shotgun. Snap, roll high on the snap. And that's to be batted down by Reese Weiniger. The newfound senior making a great play on that ball. Great offensive play by Crawford County, but even a better defensive play by the Musketeers, knocking that ball away, bringing up a 4-14, looking to send their punting group back out to Crawford County. That was starting to look like Crawford might have been off to the races. The crowd had nothing but green grass out in front of them. He can catch that and turn. Reese Weiniger makes an awesome play on that ball, and Garrett Drury lines back up to return this. At least one of the bright sides of Crawford is they might be able to pin him a little bit deeper as Bell comes back out. If they will, last the past few punts have been from the 35 or 40 yard line with stalemated for a whole drive, but now they're at the 6-yard line, plus minus territory. Bell takes it to punt, barely gets the punt off there. Not going to be a great punt, but sends him back close to the 20. Not the 22-yard line on that punt. It sets it up in less favorable position. But I don't think it's going to matter in this type of game. They've broken through that defensive line of Crawford County multiple times and gained progress in any way possible, which is whether it's in the air or on the ground. Looking like they're going to be celebrating tonight. Maybe celebrating early. They're playing that Musketeers victory song very early tonight. Got to get it going this Crawford. He has been make or break the last drive. I mean, Eastern opens it up to the quarter, touchdown lead here. Could be perfect. I think there's a lot of things something right off and a lot more things off. Only allowing the offense to open up that gap a lot more. As it's already opened up quite a bit as the sun goes down. Fairly, I think the first group is Crawford. It's got to start at 50. It's got to buckle down here. Cody Bennett signals Reese Weiniger through. Hands off to big Braden Jones. Braden Jones keeps turning. He is going to keep turning all the way up for a first down for the Musketeers, and that is just a big body running down the gut. What a booming tell on the football field that Braden Jones is going to keep going during the game. And Braden Jones off to his right. It's been, and that's going to be a fumble. Garrett Drury's going to get it. Garrett Drury up to the sideline. He's got one to beat here. And he's brought down at about the 40 there. Look at the disastrous play it looks like it turned out to be. Pretty dang good long run for Garrett Drury on that. I don't know, Kresge, a flip play. I don't think he really managed to do that. For the people at home, it looks like it was just a fumble off the snap. Not a great snap, though. Reoccurring occurrence here for he's trying to hand off the flips it out to his most man, Garrett Drury. Garrett Drury made a lot out of that play. He turned a bad play into a good play and snapped some fingers. He's very versatile. Yes, what could turn into a very big fumble, setting up territory, as well as great position to the ball in the end zone. Eastern, the high formation, make the handoff to McBride. Give it to Jones, and Jones has got nothing but green grass here, and Braden Jones is going to open. That's going to get touchdown for Braden Jones. That one might be coming back there. I don't know if it'll be coming back or not. It could have been a unfortunate conduct after the touchdown. Maybe no. It's going to be coming back 15 yards. He's got to tighten his brain on. He's got to tighten his head on a little bit better than that. I mean, that is football right there. He already missed the first quarter due to disciplinary action, and now he's going to be probably missing the remainder of the time. I don't know if he's missing games, but that's definitely taking 6 backs into the month of years. Well, would they really be missing a lot? I would like to see him on the field. He catching his stats a little bit, especially that breakaway run he had right there. Again, it's not great here. I don't think the discussion with the three continues to the referees right now. As they're trying to figure out if they're going to send them up back to the previous spot, 15 more yards, or they're going to get to the bottom of the path. Yeah. All they usually have to make. I mean, don't you think guys pumping on his way into the mission? Not in high school. What a bad start. On his first drive of the game. Getting them up here, their first one through the game. It looks like their second one again. They had a false start to begin, I think, the game. So Crawford. That was Crawford, excuse me. And haven't really been hit by the penalty. The biggest penalty so far against the side there. Really sets the bad tone for them here, whole sideline, because last week against West Washington, they had a unnecessary unfortunate conduct from a player throwing their helmet into the thing right there. And now repeating the whole instead of throwing his helmet, he signs the player. And Crawford Easton's in high formation. Fakes the handoff to McBride. And Cody Bandit is going to eat that one up. Crawford's defense is looking to get after the QB now. Not an excellent read there by Cody. Right as he takes the handoff. Met by 3 or 4 Crawford County defenders as soon as he looks. Yeah, I mean, the play just from the right down the floor of the ball there. That's not a great play. Give him a little bit of their own medicine. More Wolfpack in the backfield than 100% can't have to take. Garrett Drury back on the field, and mentioning how good Garrett Drury's been. Maybe this quarter of the game looking to make himself. They're going to leave a wide receiver on the right side of the offense unguarded. He was called a timeout. Their first of the half. And we're going to go to break here on WSLM after the timeout.
After a
18 months of years, Sports Network. We want to take time to thank our sponsors for supporting our broadcast of this game. We're going to take a quick break in the game to hear from our local sponsors. Help bring you live games for the Sports Network.
Keep working. Keep going. And keep moving. With the exception of Take Care at Baptist Health. With an experienced team and a full and services and procedures. It's no wonder most people choose Baptist to help them keep on. Keeping on. Visit BaptistHealth.com/ortho to find a Baptist Health provider.
And we welcome you back here once again at just joining us. Eastern 21-0 over the Wolfpack here in Marengo. And the touchdown gets called back with lots of action. And the latest action, a big sack for Crawford County, hoping that Ben does not break following the call back in that touchdown. And takes the snap, takes the hand off to McBride. Caden Temple. Caden Temple makes the man miss. Caden Temple off the race. And that's a touchdown for first in his career as a Musketeer.
What a great screenplay by the Musketeers right there, setting them up for a touchdown play. Automatically, we had taken this lead up to a 3-4% game.
Now, we mentioned how versatile of an athlete Caden Temple is. I mean, looking like he's on the basketball court, making these cross editors from that one.
He got met and rising off the ball, but ended up breaking the tackle, keeping his feet going, and reaching the end zone on a 25-yard play, I'd say.
It's just a phenomenal start to Caden Temple's career. We mentioned the catches he had last week. He had all the receivers those last week. Gets his first touchdown today. Bannon out for his fourth PAT of the night. He can go 4 for 4, keep his stats up. That one is up. That one is going to be no good.
And what a change of events there. He went 3 for 3. Now he is 3 for 4. You think with the consistent basis, he actually get that back.
This is just a different side of the field. We just switched sides.
The sun might have been in his face a little bit there. As it's reaching the horizon right now at Summer and Game.
Now, Hassan is going to start getting feeling a lot better outside the press box after sun starts going down.
100%. You're breaking our accents on mid. Still go by Cody Bannon, the quarterback of the Musketeers.
The fans maybe take a little break here, breathe a little bit, the Crawford County Station, maybe go down to the concession stand, get themselves recomposed so they can see on the field.
100%. It might seem like all is done for Crawford County, but they had some nice looking action in that last drive. But there, even some defensive ends, they're in the backfield a lot more than Musketeer was. They weren't blocking very well. They got to the line. Ready to sack Cody Bannon on that one play. And even on their offensive end, they had a few positive plays coming up.
In like Coach said, they can show the flashes they have to remain. Not there to
It is not there at all, and that can be okay. Like you said, they're showing spurts of good things they can do. They just have to build on it, be able to do those things consistently, and be able to progress off of those things.
They're just looking more stars with it. Slow on certain plays. Not all the way there tonight for Crawford.
Progress can be made for Crawford County going to up from here. They're looking, hopefully, a steady drive here for Crawford, maybe get some positive plays.
I mean, you can't really get back in the game. There is always been positive takeaways. Not to keep building. Don't act like they have some. They have to keep building every week.
I can imagine the film room on Monday for both these squads is different than what they want to be, especially for Crawford County, so they can hopefully get some winning power with this game. The Musketeers are going to get their first win since last season against Crawford County, taking up a 27-0 lead.
And it kicks the play. That's a guy hit there. Going to take it off to one hop here. Gets outside. Makes the man miss. Crawford County. Oh, and he's wrapped up here at the 40. That was nothing but green grass, and somehow Eastern makes the play on that one.
Arguably, that was a horse collar tackle from the Musketeers there as they tried to track him down and take him down about the 44.5-yard line for Crawford County to line up for the next possession.
I mean, my partner's trying to call this game early. Crawford County showing they still have right here tonight.
They do. We can't call game just right yet. With Crawford County having that big return right there. Not sure who the player was, but he really showed life in that return.
And that was a great return from number 22, Chumley. Questionable coming into the week, showing his impact on the game on that one. Arguably could have been a touchdown.
Could have. After that questionable tackle by Musketeers.
Well, back in the shotgun. Takes the exchange, looks to throw a screen, and Chumley's not ready on that screen pass.
He looked a little hesitant to catch the ball as he's throwing his peripheral vision. Someone rushing towards him. I don't know if he was kind of just like, hey, this isn't going to go anywhere. Let's put this ball to the ground. Or he did some progression.
Like there's some miscommunication out there somehow.
100%. They were not on the same page. But now, if we're going to be a second down and 10 for Crawford County, midway through the first half.
starting to look like they might do some magic in this game to get back in it. It's not looking awesome. The miracle is not impossible. We could see one come back. We still have a whole 20, 30-something minutes left of football here in Crawford County. It could all change very quickly. It's still manageable. It could run very quickly. It's not over until it's over. The game comes back. They've got the slow drive in the offense. They almost had to stop on defense last time. They thought Brady Jones a little bit. They almost had to stop. Couldn't bring him down on that second down. That's the Steve Bates sack, and he's eventually wrapped down by Daniel Rankin on the play. That'll be a loss of 4 yards in the play. Not a bad try by Crawford County's quarterback there. He tried breaking the tackle. He bounced, turned upfield, looking to go downhill, but just got stopped short on his run. That correction there for Lee Briar Martin on the sack. A great play there at Brody Temple and Caleb King, and lifted them out a little bit, brought them right into him. Once again, having such four-man rush. It's going to be hard to do anything if they can't stop the four-man rush. Exactly, it will be. But we can still see lots of Crawford County here, especially with their the front they're running from that line. Crawford's going to have to get going good, going fast. I'm out here on the sideline for Crawford County as we have 7:57 left here in the second quarter, 27-0 Eastern. Crawford will have one timeout remaining as we go to break here in Crawford County.
It's time to put on the old gold and black. Hail Purdue. And jump on the Boilermaker Special.
TJ Sheffield, inside the 20, spins away, 5 touchdowns, what a run!
Boiler up, Purdue fans. Purdue kicks off the season against the Fresno State Bulldogs. Join us Saturday, September 2nd on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
After a joint surgery, injury, or illness, Wslm and Crossing are the best choices for helping you recover. Our Moving Forward rehabilitation program offers a full range of therapies. We're here to help you return home safely with life return. Wslm and Salem Crossing is a great option for your rehabilitation. To learn more, visit asccare.com or call 888-996-8272.
And back to action here. If you are just joining us from home, Eastern leads Crawford County 27-0 and 7:57 left here in the first half. Eli, give us your thoughts.
My thoughts are it can go both ways. He's very, very out of water, but he can still be managed in Crawford County as they bring life in their recent plays.
Well, both of these guys out. I don't think the other guys where he wants them. Snaps it, steps up, throws long, and that's going to be picked off by Caden Temple.
Big Caden Temple having the screenplay touchdown earlier, and now they're concentrating on the defensive end, having a huge interception, setting the Musketeers up on another offensive drive.
Caden Temple starting to rival Garrett Drury's performance. Maybe he's going to be having some talks on who's the player of the game tonight, but all Eastern right now is completely one-sided right now.
We have a big weight scale sitting up on this scoreboard right now, looking really towards the Musketeers. It could all turn around very quickly, but with this pace, it does not seem like it's going to, as we're about midway through the second.
Now, Crawford County might need a little bit of witchcraft to get back in this. It's not looking great.
Just a little bit of witchcraft to be taken to get back in this game.
It's not looking awesome for the Wolfpack.
As are all the Wolfpack defense has their hands on their hips. They're all on their heels. Look at this unmotivated to be on the field right now.
I don't blame them. Eastern has had a lot of possession. See if they can do it again as they continue to look to drive. They have scored. And it's Jones back in the game to his left. Jones, and it scrambles out left. One, gets up, stiff arm, and he can be brought down for a gain of 4 on the play.
Any other they're going to happen. Put his stiff arm out, hold that defender to sit down. But he had a hand on him still, and drug 5-yard gain from up to bring a second down. That's great run. Cody Bannon on the play. He just commenced his play. Has passes all across the field, and that's how they can hurt him. They sure can. It really brings out a lot, especially with that Crawford County backfield, our secondary star.
their secondary is looking a little tired right now. I can run down these your level. Can't wait to see playmakers get going. Fan it. Jones in the backfield. Make the snap. Make the hand off to Jones again. Passes to Reese Weiniger, and Reese Weiner's going to drop it on the play. Not such a good hand there by Reese Weiniger. He had a good play last week, a very unusual touchdown. A fumble forward by the quarterback, Cody Bannon, into the end zone, about a half-yard stay there for Reese Weiniger. Caught the touchdown. Very unconventional touchdown to start this career last year. Crawford County getting to, so I believe the first third down of the game. In my opinion, all I know is that last play did not third down of he can go 3 out wide. And it's up to Jones. Jones is going to have the first down and more. He's got a lot of green grass, and he is stripped off at the 40. That is a great tackle, shoestring tackle from Bell on the play, but that is a great tackle. It sure is. That could have went a lot of different ways. Broke out left, turned downfield, got a big gain on the play. Last second, the shoestring tackle came to the Crawford County defense, allowing a short run, not a short run, a long run, but saving touchdown tackle right there. I mean, that's basically ugly. Looks like he had nothing but open space. Looking like he can get his touchdown back. Didn't get it on that play. Green grass was his sight as he burned downfield, but he was tripped up by Memphis. And it has, and that's going to be a false start. And look, he had a helmet off in the play. Maybe it's here. Oh, yeah, he's down. Now, that does not look good. Play was about to start. He took his helmet off and dropped to the floor. Take a look at him. The injury could sacrifice the season. And Wolfpack, as they're struggling with this past season and this season, especially with head-tackle levels for some head-to-head contact last week. And now it looks like another injury as he took his helmet and was struggling around to walk a little bit at. We have Caleb Fox down the play. He's back up, walking off the floor. In his own power, too. Great head of hair on Fox. But we're going to see if he can't get the game tonight. It seems, I did not know he was just pull his helmet off that much hair. That helmet. Nuts. Boy, Palomalo had hair on the play. We're going to hope that he's okay. Ooh, we saw some regurgitation there on that sideline. A little bit less than effective than you want to say right now. Stop describing that. Okay. Let's keep this on track here. Pitchers home for the 27-0 over the Wolfpack. 6:20 half. And nothing less but driving from the right now as they huge run from Brady Jones. In fact, just that no tackle defense setting them up in plus territory in the third place. It only took a lot of situation with Buccaneers now. As I can see them soon going in their backup, maybe bringing back some life, seeing how their strength and especially in practice and have those strengths. Eastern might be having maybe 6 more minutes longer than this. I could see more guys. Maybe give a future preview of a bunch of years tonight, especially with play from the mercy rule here in Iowa, when they took the ball. Against 18 at any point at a 35-point lead. They clock in 9 nonstop. And if that team that losing gets within 35 points, the clock, the rule does not change. The mercy rule is still 5. The clock will continue. We're back at action here. Cody Bennett has Bryden Jones off in the sidecar. In the shotgun, Weiniger and KP out wide. Takes the handoff, looks the pass. He has Caden Temple long. Caden Temple reels it in for his grab of the night. That's a touchdown for Caden Temple. A huge 45-yard ball, but a flag on the play. I think it's going to look your offense. But as of right now, is a touchdown. Second one for Caden Temple. He's had 2 touchdowns and an interception tonight. I could see it being a offensive penalty. Yeah, I think this is coming back. We've got Braden Jones arguing with the ref here. Hopefully he can keep his temper controlled so he doesn't get any further flags, but I think this one's going to be coming back. We'll let you know at the sit up here in the booth. 100%. But let's talk about that touchdown real quick. That ball, touching up beauty. It flew through the air like it was sailing. 3 yards
blast. That one didn't for nothing, but throw it over the top. I'm Bandit. I might be throwing that one in the highlight reel. Don't be telling anybody, but a beautiful ball for Bandit. Going off this match play there.
I completely agree. And it looks like we also signs of a declining of a penalty by off Buster offense. I'm not sure what the penalty is now because we do not have microphones on the referee. It looks like they called a chop block on the Musketeers. I saw the referee signal below with the ball in his hand. Looked to be a chop block, but we are not confirmed with that. I know as of right now, both teams are retreating back.
I don't think the refs quite know what's going on either. Half the refs are pointing one way, half the other way.
I say that too.
It's hard to make of it, but Easton's going to be a 10-yard penalty on the play. Easton's back on the 50 here. Right at dead field, hoping to get this touchdown right back.
100%. And for Caden Tim, I'm sure he's showing a little bit of frustration at his big yardage and touchdown. It's from that sack as they're lining up this first time 20.
Easton once again with the 3 in the backfield. As Jones and McBride, Eric Drury and Casey out wide. Takes the snap out of the shotgun. Hands off to McBride. He's got it on for him. McBride gets outside. He's going to cut up the field, and he can be putting that around the 20. A great gain on the play for Nathan.
Play initiated from behind the chain, and they instantly got them back with a 20-plus yard run, maybe 30-plus yard run from McBride there with wide open space and green grass in front of him, just barely pushed out of bounds on that last defender in the area.
I mean, McBride has teammates like Braden Jones paving the road out in front of him there, following his blockers excellently. Gets pushed out somewhat around the 25. That's a great gain in the face of us following that penalty.
100% 25-yard gain. They had a net loss of 15 on the play at that penalty.
Eastern staying with the 3-back formation. Makes the handoff. Pass to KT. Reels it in. And he's going to be brought down, I think, just shy of the first down. Maybe a little bit over the first down of the play there.
That just now gets them inside the red zone for the Musketeers. Line them up, ready to put that ball in the end zone. Looks like Caden Temple was trying to get back his yardage he lost on that penalty. Trying to get back in the end zone for the Musketeers.
Yeah, it seems like Musketeers can do whatever. They can't do any wrong here right now. Caden Temple making a great acrobatic there. A great slant route from Caden Temple. Musketeers back out on the 12. Same 3 running backs in the backfield. Bennett fakes the handoff to McBride. This is Braden Jones, and Braden Jones is going to just walk on down to the 1-yard line of the play.
Arguably, that could have been a touchdown on the play. Before he went down on the ground, I saw that ball breaking the chalk, breaking the plane into the end zone, but the referee run.
I had just thought that would have been a touchdown on that one. Didn't trip up, fell forward. Fell into the end zone, getting tripped up. I think he's going to give Braden another chance to finish his touchdown here.
I completely agree.
Bennett in the shotgun with Bryden Jones. Fakes the handoff again, and Braden Jones going to walk.
It's the exact same play they had ran before. As we break the 5-minute mark in this second quarter, it is 33-0 Musketeers with an outstanding lead. Outstanding lead, ready to put this one away early.
I mean, these teams showing off it's a tough rope. Don't fix it. It worked perfectly last time. Fakes the handoff to McBride again, and Jones just swallows that run.
He just barrels his way down and had no defender to stop him.
Pretty much just walked into the end zone.
He could have drove a semi-truck to that gap.
Right down there. He has the right to stay on the field. And it's back up to kick. Takes it. Kicks it. That one's going to be good. That one right down the gut.
That makes him 4 for 5 on the night with PATs, points after touchdowns. That makes the score now 34-0.
Yeah, Bandit parked that one right in between the spaces right there. Great compared to his last one.
Heck, he contribute on both ends of the ball. Heck, he gets to score the touchdown and he gets to finish it off with the extra point afterwards.
Handing off the ball for the touchdown, and then he gets to kick back the points too.
What is it he going to do in this game? That's the question now. And more of what he's made excellent for himself in this game, giving numerous yards on the air and on the ground. Not quite as many as I'm sure he'd like, but he definitely had quite a few yards throughout the whole game.
Eastern battling out for Eastern one up and Temple had a great game. Brady Jones had a great game. Garrett Drury had a great game. It seems that everybody on this team is playing great tonight. Chandler Duke was 6-6 earlier. Bandit airing out the defense all night. It's a great game so far.
It's starting to seem like all of us are going to make some kind of wild circus play to see which one of them can make a Sports Center top 10 on the ESPN tomorrow morning.
I mean, I don't think we're going to see any of those. I wouldn't wake up looking for it, folks, but if we see something crazy, not out of the realm.
May not be Sports Center top 10, but it could be WDRB Friday Night Lights top 10.
Could be. I mean, these teams play like the sign make the WCA with the past.
We sure have.
Running back 12 kind of few years ago did that. It got brought back tonight. I don't think it's going to matter too much, as these are must be 34-0 with just under 5 minutes to play there in the first half.
Exactly. Like, even when they did end up going, they ended up scoring on the neck, putting those in different
It is hard to get back in the game and work on every drive. It seems like a game of two different classes.
We have a scoring update from Clarksville. Clarksville is down 21-0 out of 742. Don't even know the score as of right now, but they are down 21-0 to Central West Washington over in Clarksville as they're resuming their play from last night, midway through the first quarter.
It sounds like both games are going very similarly. As Bannon picked that one off out of bounds tonight. Keep picking them off out of bounds left. We're going to have another 3-6. This time the goal further back. Now, we're going to see if Bannon can recorrect it.
I sure hope so. He's going to quiet down tonight. He might be near perfect on the 8th. As he mentioned, figure out Crawford County.
Yeah, I mean, at least in the high school game, you're not giving up off the field every time you do that. But I mean, the more and more you do it, the more you're going to get pushed down and probably have a nice distance.
Yeah. I agree. Well, we see a great, one of the best we've seen in a long time here. In Crawford County is arguably a very young team. Well, not arguably, Coach says they are.
And Bandit's going to kick a low line drive there to about the 20. A little bit of trouble on the carry by Comely, but he picks it up and gets down about the 20. Oh, and he's grabbing behind the key there. We don't want to see that.
It looks like the Crawford County return kind of lost his footing on that play, kind of giving himself up after got a few yards next game on the play. He had a lot of tough weeks running towards the spray touchdown.
I think he's probably going to be having a nice little plan for Charlie or something right there. I mean, Jimmy Cricket, that does not look like it. That looks like it.
Oh, I completely agree. He's having a nice shot. That's about
tomorrow. That one, I don't think that one would have felt good. Looking like he's already heading back. Oh, he's down to the injury timeout, so he's getting shoved off.
He's in pain on the sideline, laying down now. Doesn't have the helmet off just quite yet, but I can see that being.
We'll give you updates on Stumley as we get them. One of the big players for Crawford County. He's definitely going to hurt their doesn't come back.
We have a topic in play here. It's a 2-week time out for the Musketeers for Crawford County. We're not quite the decision there, but we will be taking a break and bringing you back here in a few minutes from Marengo and Crawford County High School.
From South Bend to Evansville, and from Benson's to Richmond, all over Hoosier Country. Catch Indiana University football all season long.
He gets away. 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown!
The Hoosiers kick off the season against Big Ten foe Ohio State, Saturday, September 2nd, on the Neal Tire and Auto Service Radio Network from Learfield.
Governor Holcomb, I love how high school sports teach the importance of the journey. I couldn't agree more, Commissioner, and I'd before any measure of success is achieved, like making a winning play or earning a state championship, student athletes go on an essential journey that humbles and teaches them every step of the way. The lessons learned along the journey of high school sports are about so much more than just the game. Students athletes learn how to persevere through adversity.
All right, to cut off the governor there, we are back here at Crawford County Commission. Oh, my bad. 4 minutes, 44 seconds left here in the first half. Feels like the game trudging on by 34-0 here for the Crawford County Wolfpack. First and 10 here for the 22 for the Wolfpack. Not done. Make the exchange to the center here. Hands it off to Stroud, and that's going to be ate up right away. It's a dang tackle there for nothing much you can do there. Caleb King ate that one up.
Yeah, he was met right in the back, but as soon as the quarterback hands that ball off, it was by multiple Musketeer defenders, setting them up for a loss of the play, bring up second down and 12 on their own 20-yard line. If Crawford County was a punt situation, he was great. He bring up great field distance for Musketeer with their current drive.
I mean, Stroud has just been sold by the defense there. Nothing he could really do. I mean, the play is just ate up right away. Hey, we're back here at Crawford County once again. Sorry for doing no. Take the snap. Oh, and that's going to be a fumble. Who is on that one? I think Bell recovered it immaculately in this play. Not looking great.
Not at all, as they shoot themselves in the foot on that again and setting them up for a long third down. Hoping to convert, bringing up a good drive for them right now.
Yeah, Bell went to pass on the play. The ball just slipped out of his hands there. It doesn't seem like anything's going to contemplate it.
It does not. We've seen some good progress. From the Crawford County Wolfpack here in some previous drives, but it's not. They're working out for them on any drive they've had, giving up multiple touchdowns to the Musketeer offense.
Yeah, Crawford's going to have third and very, very long here as Bell takes the snap and looks to throw. And that ball is going to be a duck right into Reese Weininger's hands. That's going to be another interception for the Musketeers as they take over on the 20-yard line.
Great play by Reese Weininger there as he has to retreat back to the ball, watching it fly through the air, and then comes back to it, pick it off, setting the Musketeers up in great field position.
Yeah, Eastern surrounding the quarterback on that play. Something to be monitoring here. We have Caleb King looking a little bit shooken up as he's walking off the field. I mean, all the quarterback could do is just lock that up, or it would have been a safety. I mean, just great play for Reese Weininger to make the play and pick that ball off.
Exactly, and we are 1 point away from the mercy rule in ICAA regulation. And the Musketeers could set that rule into play on this drive, starting almost inside the red zone, the 21-yard line as Bannon and Lawson comes up and sets the play up.
Yeah, maybe the best field position Easton will have all night. Going to see what they do here on first down. And we got an official timeout on the play here. I think maybe another slipping up player.
Looks to be another injury for Crawford County, maybe.
Then Chumley, once again, tripping up on the play. We're not quite sure what's going on. Official called a timeout there. Chumley exits. Anthony Warren returns for Crawford County. Chumley, he's looking like he gets hit with injury bug here tonight.
Yeah, he's in a long year with injuries if he keeps it up like he has after last week's injury. And now he's on the injury protocol 3 times tonight already, it looks to be.
I mean, the sophomore utility man for Crawford County just doesn't seem to be catching his breaks here tonight. As the ref gives quarterback Quentin Bell talking to for Crawford County. Not quite sure what's going on there. Not like we'll ever know. That's going to be between them as Coach Bell comes on to the sideline talk.
Exactly. They cannot quite figure out what they're going to be doing. They're going to talk it over, and we might just have to head to break for this one.
Looking like we might be avoiding that, but, I mean, anytime you've got coaches coming onto the field to the base, I mean, you've got to be wondering what's going on there.
I completely agree. We had some setbacks here, and now we're ready to play football again.
Yeah, finally Eastern taking the ball back on their 22-yard line. Bannett has Jones in the backfield. Aiden Temple out wide. Garrett to the other side. We've got Chandler Dukes in the slot.
Another stoppage in play here by the referees. They're conversing about what they want to do next. There looks like a water bottle on the field that they did not know was out there. Now retreating back over to the Musketeer sideline, and they reset the play clock. 25 seconds as we start this next drive from Musketeers.
Bennett takes the snap, hands off to Braden Jones. Braden Jones busts outside, and that's going to be another touchdown for Braden Jones. He's a man on a mission tonight.
Braden Jones, he looks like he's coming out limping off that play. Braden Jones might have twisted his ankle or something, but that play was a one-play touchdown for the Musketeers, initiating that mercy rule in the IHSAA. The clock will now continue to run for the continuation of this game.
Yeah, it looks like Braden Jones is going to be able to walk off the field in his own power. I think he might just be a little shaken up. Should be good to go tonight, but Cody Bannett coming out to kick his 6th PAT of the night.
That is absolutely outstanding. They put that many points in one half, 40-0. It looked like Braden Jones from the start of that play had huge green grass in front of him, not one defender there to stop him. Looked like they were all on the back, all chasing from behind. They may have chased him, but they could not catch him.
I mean, he busted outside. Bannett, for the extra point, he's going to put that one through the uprights. He's 5 for 6 on the night. Pretty good night for him, all things considered. Like we were saying, Braden Jones, once he cuts, for a guy his size, he has a great burst of speed. He can accelerate on a dime, and you're not going to really be able to catch him. And even if you do, it'd be hard to bring him down when he's moving like that.
100%, as that extra point makes our score 41-0 in the favor of the Musketeers, with 2:47 to go in this first half, as both teams will get ready to send their kickoff units out onto the field for the next drive for the Crawford County Wolfpack.
Just not an awesome night so far for Crawford County as they trail 41-0 here. Not even going into the half yet. 2 minutes and 47 seconds left for you watching at home. Cody Bannett looking up on the kickoff here.
Hopefully to redeem himself in his kickoff after what he's happened two previous times he kicked the ball off, putting it near the sideline, having to re-kick the ball twice already tonight.
Now, the silver lining tonight is that at least Cody Bannett's getting a lot of practice on the kicking. I'm not sure how long he's been kicking for, but getting a lot of kickoff practice, getting a lot of PAT practice tonight. I mean, game reps do a lot better than practice.
He sure is, and I don't know who number 5 is for Crawford County. I don't know if it's Bell or not. But it looks like they're getting some reps on the sideline for Crawford County. It looks like they're going to be open to pass him up a little bit in this next drive.
Yeah, Brody Fish warming up for Crawford County on the sideline, looking like he might be getting a little bit more involved. As Chumley fields the kick at the 10. He's getting more back. He's moving the wrong way on that play. He's going more east-west than north-south, and he's wrapped up at the south of 15.
He was stopped by a sea of kickoff defenders there from Musketeer as they swarm him at his own 10-yard line, setting them back in a horrible starting field position.
Yeah, he's swallowed up by a sea of white Musketeers on the play there. White jerseys surrounding him there, all led by Nathaniel Rankin on the play.
100%. What a great start for this drive for Musketeers as their defense trucks out on the field, hoping to hold this Crawford County Wolfpack back and pin them deep so they can have the ball in great position for the next drive.
Yeah, let's see what Crawford can do here. I mean, it can't get much worse than this, as we have a substitution at quarterback for them now, bringing up Brody Fish at quarterback.
Brody Fish, not much known about him, but we're hoping to see good things as they are bringing out second string, like we said, because of the problems they're having on offense to get the reps in.
Fish, take the snap, hands off to Stroud. Stroud ate up at the line of scrimmage for a gain of nothing.
Go ahead.
Fish has been playing wide receiver, cornerback. His first snap at quarterback, not looking great.
Yeah, what a bad play to start this drive for Crawford County as it sets them up even further back in their own side of the field. Maybe a 2-yard loss on the play, or they giving them he made it back to the line of scrimmage on this second down and 10 off on their own 15-yard line.
Now, Stroud ate up pretty early there on the play. They haven't been able to get the run past the eastern line very often. And most of the plays that they're getting yardage on is just screen passes.
It sure is, and it's really setting it up really bad. Here, as he takes the snap, falling back in the pocket,
And that's going to be right back at the line of scrimmage again. The pass is completed, but nothing can be caught. Nothing yards on that play. Crawford County is struggling to get anything going here. A gain of about 1 or 2 on that play. Fifth goes back out to recalibrate his offense.
That pass is a little low to the outside of that receiver right there. He had to lay out fully for that ball and hit the ground for a little to no gain at all. Full 2-yard gain, putting the ball 3rd down and 8 on their own 17-yard line as the clock keeps on rolling with only 1 minute and 5 seconds to go in this first half. We'll see you shortly on our halftime show from Crawford County after this next 1 minute. Flip off the clock.
That's Thomas Jones, 3rd and long here for Crawford County. Fifth takes the snap. Hands off the crowd. Crowd's going to barely get about a gain of 2 on the play. That's not going to be able to be enough to convert.
It sure is, and I wouldn't be surprised to see a timeout here from the Musketeers looking to get their offense back on the field to rack up more points in this first half. Does not look like that's going to be the case, though, as this clock might just not make the runoff. Play clock is a little lower than the game clock right now with 32 and counting on the game clock. They're taking their gears to down the backfield for Crawford County to let this thing roll off into halftime.
Yeah, I mean, just about all you can do right now is get into the locker room for Crawford County. Looking like they might be going for it here on the fourth in about 5.
Make some adjustments at halftime. A 4th down conversion here will set them up great. Whether or not they're going to have some up to see what they can do different in the second half.
Maybe trying to draw them off sides here. I think they're going to take the delay of game penalty down.
Delay of game penalty. Probably sitting out their punt unit now. It's been this far off. Hopefully to avoid the returner, to avoid a possible touchdown return here on the punt.
Yeah, Crawford was about in that situation where he could maybe get a draw on off sides to get that first down, but I mean, they ran down the clock all the way down, and the clock's going to run out now. Not even going to have to punt it. We're heading to halftime here. Eastern leads Crawford County 41-0. And we will be back here in the 3rd quarter
after these few messages from our sponsors.
This is the Musketeers halftime report brought to you by
Mission In-Home Healthcare is now hiring full or part-time RNs. Flexible schedules are available with competitive pay. Benefits for full-time. No nights or weekends. Stop by the office of 1600 South State Road 135 in Salem or call today, 812-586-0436. A great way to start a new career with Mission In-Home Healthcare.
Bring on the garlic. Get ready for the big event this summer with Papa John's new Garlic Epic Stuffed Crust Pizza. This is the 3rd version of Papa John's Stuffed Crust. Cheese stuffed crust, and then they added pepperoni into the crust. Now, this pizza has garlic in 3 places, in the crust, on the crust, and in a cup with its special garlic dipping sauce. The pizza has a blend of cheese with garlic seasoning inside the crust and more garlic seasoning on top of the crust. It's available as a large pizza for just $13.99. Papa John's also has a garlic chicken pizza, which has a hand-tossed original crust with real cheese, fine ripened Roma tomatoes, grilled all-white chicken, artichoke, roasted garlic, and fresh cremini mushrooms on a zesty garlic ranch sauce. Call 812-883-3369 to reach your Salem Papa John's, or stop in at the corner of Main and Hackberry Streets to pick up your hot, fresh pizza today. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's. Don't forget to get your Papa John's for those Friday night tailgates. Order a pizza and tune into the game on WSLM 97.9 FM or WSLM 1220 AM or streaming on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter.
And we are back here from Crawford County with our first edition halftime report. We are going to go to Commissioner for Commissioner's Corner for the first few minutes of our halftime report.
It's time for the Commissioner's Corner, an exclusive weekly conversation about Indiana high school sports with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. Now, for an up-to-the-minute report about what's happening in the constantly changing world of high school sports, here's Coach Bob Love. Commissioner.
Everyone, we are so glad you're with us for our weekly conversation with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. Commissioner, week 1 of high school football in the books. It was a great night weather-wise, great night in terms of games, attendance, everything about it was just a wonderful way to start this season.
First of all, week one, coaches, as we said last week, half the teams in the state are undefeated and half the teams in the state are defeated, and they're all refocusing this week, and I was just looking at some of the matchups, and it's going to be another banner week for high school football across the state.
You and your staff had a board meeting earlier in the week. I'm curious, for those who don't understand, your staff sitting in Indianapolis, you don't make all the rules. So the member institution type of association where the membership makes its own rules and you carry out their wishes. And so I'm curious in terms of structure and what you can tell people what a board meeting consists of and how agenda items actually get on that agenda for these meetings.
Yeah, Coach, and I appreciate the opportunity to talk about that because it is truly a membership organization. Schools, they're not required to be a member of this association. They choose to do so. They elect the board of directors from the membership that serve this organization. I mean, they have full authority to set bylaws and hire and fire me, of course. And then, anything needs to be changed along the way, and it often does. After robust discussion and study, the bylaws are changed, and that's the way it works. And the other piece of this is any member school principal across our 410 school have the ability to author a bylaw for consideration of change with our board of directors. And so, it's a system that's worked obviously since 1903, and I think it continues to work really well today. And we just left a board meeting earlier this week, and we spent about almost 4 hours discussing different things around the state, from tournament financial reports to penalties assessed to tournament alignments. We've approved one thing we did this week was approve the boys and girls basketball tournament for this upcoming year. And so we're already thinking about the winter coming up here and what the winter sports are going to look like. So, it's just kind of a never-ending process.
Right.
And things change out there. Schools change. Education changes. Unfortunately, people also try to find ways to we'll just say, cheat the system a little bit in my world. That book is awful thick because we got people who haven't done the right thing along the way, try to gain an advantage. And, but anyway, we'll keep chasing those things too.
One of the things you talked about was a record-breaking year at the gate, your box office receipts. Your attendance was record-breaking also. It was a fantastic year in many ways for the association last year.
Attendance was up again, so we certainly went through COVID, and then we're saying, is people going to come back? Well, they came back in record numbers, and then we even surpassed that this past year. We sold about 28,000 more tickets this past year than we did the previous year across all of our sports, and so very pleased with that. But one thing I'm real pleased with, Coach, is this association for the member schools operation we do not operate off the tax dollars. Everything that we do comes in through gate receipts and some sponsorship dollars, but the primary driver of this whole thing is we return a lot of money back to our member schools, and annually this year specifically, we're going to turn back an additional $800,000 to the member schools. So the total amount that will be back to school distribution is going to be about $208 million this year. And that's money that our schools keep locally from tournament participation. And that doesn't happen anywhere but Indiana, and so we're so pleased to be able to do that. And we want to be able to return those dollars. And it's specifically from tickets back to our member schools for their operations of their athletic departments.
You're listening to the Commissioner's Corner with IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig and Coach Bob Lovell. And thank you for your continued support of the high schools in your community.
And we're back here for our halftime show as Eastern leads the Crawford County Wolfpack 41-0.
Yeah, we saw a lot of bad things happen to both sides of the ball, whether they're up 41 or nothing to not or anything. It could be close, it could be a far-away game, but we saw some negative things on both sides, even some positive things, being down 41-0 for Crawford County. A lot of progressive plays they've had, really getting up to the ball, they being aggressive at some accidents for their plays, but really struggling all around.
It is certainly a one-sided affair here tonight. gave the key to the game earlier, and the team that Eastern might have heard the broadcast, they have really been pounding the ball. I mean, we knew that would be a part of the game plan. How would they execute the run tonight?
They've executed the run very well. By even in the first quarter without Braden Jones, they really tested and put Nathan McBride up to the test to see what he could do. And I think he answered the call on that one. He went downhill very quickly and answered it and got in the end zone a few times. But even in the second quarter when Braden Jones was back, they had a few great runs, handing it off, having fake handoffs, even with Cody Bant taking some of the runs. But Braden Jones setting the tone for the second half, coming in with 2 touchdown runs, shifted a third, but got called back on an unsportsmanlike penalty. Really, really great offense from up here tonight.
I mean, it's just all Eastern on the ground tonight. And I want to give some love to the guys who don't usually get that appreciation. The offensive line has been great tonight. We've been hearing for years that this is one of the better offensive line groups. I mean, they have the potential. They have all the pieces on the offensive line. What it looks like they're messing.
They sure do have all the pieces for that offensive line. They're really pushing back at that defensive line from Crawford County, really giving them trouble, keeping them back on their heels, keeping them guessing on what the play is going to be next, opening those gaps for running, keeping the pass block away, hoping to set the Musketeers up for great success on their offensive progression.
It is always to run the ball on the outside. There you have 2 college athletes blocking on left, right tackles, and even up the middle tonight, the interior lines are looking great. All around, the defensive and offensive front reaching out.
100%, like you said, 2 college athletes potentially on both sides of the ball, of the line, They have stopped. It makes it really hard for Crawford County to run it either way or even run a play either way because they're getting stopped on the east side and west side of the line by those big twin tower teams right there of Brody Temple and Caleb King on either side of the line.
Just hard to get anything going in Crawford County right now. We've been flashing throughout the week. Coach Bell has mentioned that they have to be able to put a whole game together. And right now it's looking like they've put about roughly 5 minutes together. They've had some drives where they could get going a little bit, and then if something happens, they continue to be their own, the storm of their own Achilles heel, if you would, just not finishing these drives.
I completely agree. I wonder if they're having the same trouble they had last with Wslm County. They're giving up too much offensive yardage for the Musketeers, allowing them to get downhill and play their own game. In order to win football games in this day and age, you have to play your own game. You cannot revert back to what the other team wants you to do, set the tone from the beginning.
You got to be able to get it going, maybe to get some momentum going into their next week's game. At this point, it's unlikely they get back into this one, but you've got to keep building for every week.
This is a great pace setter for the Musketeers tonight, as next week they take on the huge Midland Conference contender for championship, the Brownstown Braves, that come in one of the best teams they've had in a long time. That few seasons ago, they were consistently putting up 40, 50 points on each of their opponents, especially the Musketeers. So this could be a good time to figure out what their offense can do and what their strengths and weaknesses can both be into that game, I believe.
It just seems like Brownstown's always good at what they're doing, and it seems like maybe tonight would be a nice night. Maybe experiment a little bit with the offense. See what they can do against Brownstown next week.
Exactly. I know we expect to have stats for you guys, everybody listening at home, for this halftime report, but they push didn't come to shove. But I don't think we're going to need stats as of right now because we all know they're in the higher category for the Musketeers tonight. We could see some potentially higher numbers for Crawford County in the second half as they make their halftime adjustments. But we can't be the ones to guess right now. As the lead is still 41-0, get ready to start the third quarter in about 3.5 minutes. And right now, that concludes our halftime break. We are going to take a break. As we come back, again, ready to start our third quarter from Marengo and Crawford County High School.
Party time is rolling on at McDonald's in Salem, Mitchell, and West Dayton. Hosted birthday parties are continuing to gain in popularity. McDonald's birthday parties include goodie bags for each guest, a gift for the birthday child, meals with the choice of cheeseburger, hamburger, or nuggets, along with fries, choice of drink for each guest, a birthday, and ice cream. Now, the Play Place includes a 2-hour private party. That's right, the Play Place closes down for the 2-hour event. Call it 812-788-0126 to schedule your party for Salem, Mitchell, or West Dayton today. Renee and her staff will set everything up, take care of all the serving and work during the party, and take care of all the cleanup. All this for a party of up to 10 kids for $130. And it's just $5 for additional children. Parties at Salem allow children to play, while the McDonald's at Mitchell and West Dayton will feature age-appropriate games. Let McDonald's make your child's next birthday party stress-free for you and fun for them. Call Renee at 812-788-0126 today and get your next party on the schedule.
This is Becky White from Wslm, and I'm here at the beautiful John Jones showroom in Salem, Indiana for the John Jones Auto Minute.
Are you ready for some football and fantastic deals on wheels? John Jones Auto Group is here to kickstart your season with unbeatable savings at all 4 of our locations. That's right, we're conveniently located in Salem, Gordon, Greenville, and Stratford. Score big this football season and drive away a winner with John Jones Auto Group. Our dedicated team is committed to helping you find the perfect vehicle that suits both your style and your budget. Whether you're looking for a tough and versatile truck to tackle any challenge, or sleek and fuel-efficient sedan to zip through traffic like a star player, we've got you covered. Plus, don't overlook our certified pre-owned vehicles that offer affordable reliability. Get ready to do a happy touchdown dance because we're offering incredible finance options. Our finance team magic to secure the best rates and terms tailored to your needs. Touchdown, and there's more. John Jones Auto Group is offering game-changing incentives, lease specials, and low APRs. Make this the perfect time to drive home, a deal you won't find anywhere else. Don't fumble this opportunity. Visit John Jones Auto Group today at any of our 4 locations. Or you can check us out online at johnjonesautogroup.com. And remember, you see so many because they paid so little.
Keep playing. Keep working. Keep going. And keep moving with the exceptional orthopedic care at Baptist Health. With an experienced team and a full line of advanced services and procedures, it's no wonder most people choose Baptist to help them keep on. Keeping on. Visit BaptistHealth.com/ortho to find a Baptist Health provider.
And the teams are taking the field here back in Crawford County. We're just under 30 seconds away from some more high school football action. If you're just joining us at halftime, I'm Dylan Beach alongside my partner Eli Guthrie, and we will have you guys for the second half of this Eastern Crawford County matchup where these Musketeers lead 41-0.
Exactly. We're about 2 seconds away from that clock expiring, ready to start the second half. It is a 41-0 blowout here as Crawford County is looking to just jog back on this field very slowly, not looking to start this next half. Feels like they just added 3 more minutes at halftime in Crawford County here, but it's not going to make much of a difference, it seems like, as Musketeers get the ball in something.
That 3 extra minutes might be a perfect in the home, but both teams getting stretched out, getting loose at the end. We're going to see what happens in the second half. My prediction, very bold claim here. I think Eastern's going to pull this one off.
Yeah, with a very bold claim. I honestly don't know if that's going to happen. I look at Crawford County. It could still be in this game at some point tonight. If they get the ball in the end zone at least 1 or 2 times tonight, it could set a pretty good tone for them starting next week.
Yeah, I mean, all you got to do is sounding like you're building here, like you're under the Home Depot, but you got to build on this game for Crawford County.
100%. Like talking to Coach, said they're a building program. On that interview we had with them a few nights ago, he said they're a building program. He needed to figure out when they need to go into practice mode and game mode, whether they're in either one on any different night. It's very difficult for them to kind of differentiate between those different modes they have set. Because at practice, yes, it may seem like a game simulation you're trying to create, but it's never truly going to get that game-like feel as they're having tonight because they did not know how to switch that mode tonight. They were down 41-0.
Yeah, I mean, Crawford County is stagnant on offense and defense, and at the end of the day, it's going to have to come down to the quarterback. He is the chef of the offense. He has got to get these guys going if they're going to build the drugs.
Exactly. He is the chef of this offense, like you said. He has to start cooking, making those gourmet meals for this offense to hopefully get some positive yardage and positive plays in this third quarter and the fourth quarter. We've had 24 minutes down, 24 to go here in Crawford
Coach Bell. He's a nice guy. We're looking for nothing but good things from the Crawford County program, but looking like he's having a little bit of their way.
100%. Talking to Coach Bell previously, and even yesterday before the game got delayed and postponed after 3 hours of sitting here, he seems like a great fit for this Crawford County program. He's a wonderful guy, very energetic, but wants to put this team together. Yes, this is his second or third year as Crawford County's coach. Came in after COVID. COVID really set him up for failure with him coming as a new coach. He has still had to rebuild a program and getting numbers up, really trying to set the tone for Crawford County to get people out there pretty eager to win. And it looks like he might be able to do that with the recurring seasons after this one.
I mean, Eastern knows it as good as anybody. To build a program, you have to build a culture. And to build a culture, you got to do the right things every day. And it just sounds like Crawford continuing to do that. And we might be seeing a Crawford County program that in a few years, once some of these guys mature, could be contending in some of the balls.
One point that Coach Bell made in our interview was that, like you mentioned during our pregame show, is that this team is very, very young. And he seemed almost sort of excited about that because it only gives them room to grow. He's not graduating very many seniors this year, which can only give them progress to go up, giving them more of a kind of an upper edge from other teams. Eastern to be graduating the seniors this year, some that are pretty tough for the team that really bring the attributes to the team. But now Crawford County have like a lot of sophomores. Like they said, they have 16 sophomores. Those all turn to 16 juniors next year.
And we're returning to action. The fans are back in their seats. They're back in the concessions. They got their pretzels and nacho cheese. We're getting ready to kick off. Well, for the first time kicking off tonight. First time we get to see place kicker Nat Stroud. Nat Stroud's been running back tonight. Kicked it low to Garrett Drury. That ball can't get past Garrett Drury. He's going to fall on it, beat it up to 20 yards.
He had enough room to pick it up, and he tried to run with it a little bit more, but he did just kind of like drop to his knees and fall on top of that ball inside the 20-yard line of Musketeers.
Yeah, I think it was about the 20, pretty much a ground ball there from Garrett Drury. A great split kick from Nat Stroud. I mean, pretty good kickoff, all things considered.
100%. If it went any other way, it could have been Crawford County's ball there. If they would have, the Musketeers were like, hey, let's let this one fall.
That would have been a three.
That would have set them up in the red zone, ready to put that across the chalk for a touchdown, if all things considered go well. But Musketeers are ready to drive, starting with this 11 minutes to go in third quarter, this first drive of the second half.
He's continuing to sprint up McBride Jones backfield alongside Cody Bannon. Garrett Drury out wide alongside KC. Takes the handoff to Braden Jones. Flips it over to Nathan McBride. He's going to get wrapped up just outside the 20-yard line, and he's going to be taken out of bounds.
That play had good sight to it from the beginning, but it just seemed like they did not block downfield as they planned on doing. Had Nathan McBride rolling out on the fake handoff, looking to catch that pass on the dish out, but he got met right at the top of the ball, setting down for a second down and with no gain on the play.
Crawford County seems to have led that one from the start there. I mean, Cody Bannon will flip past McBride to get anything on the play. Bannon, underneath the center, takes it from him. Hands it to Braden Jones. Braden Jones is going to get up the field for maybe about a gain of 4 on the play.
That's the thing they got to continue doing the rest of this night, is handing off to Braden Jones. He's been a huge attribute for their team tonight. I think he broke a tackle there. He got hit right as he got handed off to. That Crawford County defense is one thing they're doing very, very well. They're getting into the backfield on run plays, ready to hit the runner, but Braden Jones is too powerful for the defense of Crawford County. Just piles right through them, gets extra yards on the plays.
Now, if there's one thing you can say about our good friend, Wade Scott, Levi Holton,
yes,
boys in the weight room, and you can tell by the way they tuck their legs every time they're up.
100%. Wade Scott, if you're listening to this night, we love you, and we're glad with all the work you put in with these athletes.
Man, takes the shotgun, takes their carry off to McBride again, and Braden Jones is going to run for a first down, gets taken down at the 40 eventually by Stoll of Crawford County defense.
100%. That play seemed to come along with a lot more looking to strip the ball rather than actually wrapping him up and taking him down. That or could have been the power of Braden Jones kind of pushing him off and running past him. It seemed to be kind of a both-side situation as Braden Jones picked up about 10, 12 yards in the Musketeers, bringing a first down and 10 as we break the 10-minute mark in the third quarter.
Yeah, Braden Jones just continues to run it right down the barrel, right in between the hashes every single time it's seen. Cody Bannon takes out the shotgun, fakes the handoff to Jones this time, gets outside the pocket, tries to pass to Garrett Drury, hits him on the right hand, and that's going to be incomplete on first down to the Musketeers.
A good play to start, had the offensive line rolling right, had the defensive line tricked out of their shoes, go heading towards the near side. Bennett takes the ball, rolls it up the left to the far sideline, ends up dishing one off down the field to the first down marker. Did not complete the pass, unfortunately. Garrett Drury with a hand on the ball, drops it short, and the Musketeers bring up second down 10.
Yeah, all around a pretty decent defensive possession there for Crawford County. I mean, tricked a little bit about the bootleg out from Cody Bennett there, but made a good play on the ball to make Garrett Drury drop it. Bennett takes the snap, hands up to McBride. McBride is going to be paid up at the offensive line, and that is a great tackle from number 8, Aiden Bell for Crawford County.
What a great defensive play from Crawford County right there. The Musketeers have a play that had worked previously in the first half in the goal line set. Twice in a row they ran it, but got stopped early by Braden Jones. But now bring up a third down for the Musketeers as they hand it off to Nathan McBride. Gets stopped right in his tracks as soon as he gets the ball. Maybe gaining 1 yard, getting back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a little further, bring up a third down and 8 for the Musketeers.
Now, Crawford County has not been able to get third down consistently. That keeps a great tackle from the linebacker hybrid combo of Aiden Bell there. That was a great play to get through the offensive line. Fantasy shotgun, coaches out Braden Jones, tosses that out to Braden Jones. Braden Jones gets up the sideline, and he has got lots of open space. Stiff arms one, barrels down to the 20-yard line before he's wrapped up at the 15. Great run on the play by Braden Jones. Looks like he could have been wrapped up at anywhere between the 30 and the 15, and he gets all the way down to the 15.
What a great setup play by the Musketeers. Having Braden Jones rolling, taking the handoff, going out left to the far side. Great setup by the offensive line, making it look like it's going to be a pass play or run down the middle. But instead, the handoff for a big Mack truck, Braden Jones down the left side. He takes a big run from the Musketeers, at least 30 yards there, breaking a lot of tackles along the way, having green grass in his face, stiff arming multiple defenders to get down to the, inside the 20-yard line in the red zone for the Musketeers.
Now, one of the things I've been most impressed with for Eastern tonight is some great selection out of the playbook tonight. Whoever is calling these plays tonight is really getting their paycheck tonight.
100%.
And it snaps out, tosses it to Weininger. Weininger gets up the sideline, and he is going to score it.
Weininger with a great play there. Kind of a jet sweep looking action as we saw right there. Handing off to Reese Weininger. Weininger heading out to the outside near side. Running, speeding down the sideline. Running past Crawford County defenders with a blur. Nearly gets tripped up on the 1 yard line, but end up barrel rolling into the end zone for a touchdown. Bringing that score 47-0. Midway through the third quarter, the long Musketeers.
Yeah, and Reese Weininger bringing this touchdown total up to the second on the year. As Braden Jones is hobbling off the sideline, that is the last thing you want to if you're an Eastern Musketeer fan or coach. Not great there, but like we were mentioning, the play call for Eastern, another bringing in motion, getting Reese Weininger outside. Cody Bannett got the kick once again. Garrett Drury refuses not to play, and Bannett's going to put that one right through the upright.
We saw earlier in the first half, Braden Jones had maybe re-aggravated an injury from previously because he was limping off the field after a touchdown in the first half. Now he's doing the exact same thing in the third quarter, maybe re-aggravating an injury from previously, causing a lot of trouble for the Musketeer offense if he goes down.
Now, we might not be seeing Braden Jones anymore tonight, maybe not even being hurt that badly, but at this, being up this much, I wouldn't be risking it very much anymore.
I wouldn't either, especially with that big conference matchup coming up next week at Brownstown. They need him in that lineup. That short lineup with David McBride as the number one running back may not work 100% well like it's working tonight against Crawford County against Brownstown next week.
As we mentioned, Eastern is taking on Brownstown Central in their second home game of the year, and me and Eli Guthrie will be back on the call next Friday night, 7 o'clock.
In the Eastern Stadium, we sure will. Excited for that one. The Mid-Southern Conference opener, second home game of the year, like you mentioned, only looking to get another win on the scoreboard, on the record board for the Musketeers this season.
Yeah, Eastern with their new slogan, Defend the Hill. They couldn't get it done during week one. Hopefully can redo it this week.
Yes, Defend the Hill is a huge, I like that motto for the Musketeers this year because in the previous season they could not defend the hill very, very, very frequently. But now this year they're defending they're holding their own a lot more. The first game of the year last year was 34-0, not 34-0, quite a big blowout for the West Washington Contenders, and Musketeers taking them out of the contendering for the winning record that last year. Now this year, coming up short, just a little short, 6 points short than what Senators. Now they're steamrolling across the Crawford County Wolfpack tonight, 48-0.
Keys runs out of the 25.
You got a flag on the play, maybe a late hit or some kind of like extracurricular activity on that kickoff.
Yeah, that might, I think we got someone coming onto the field to pull an Eastern player off. That looks like Bob Hurt getting in on the action there a little bit.
100%. Really bringing out that aggressiveness that football needs, but also be very smart about it, giving up a lot of penalties if they don't watch it.
Yeah, Connor Gilstrap being a great teammate there, coming onto the field, calming down his teammates. I mean, Bob Hurt right there was in a mood. High spice level right there.
High spice level, baby.
He's got to calm down a little bit there. I mean, if you're winning this game, don't need to be getting any unnecessary penalties.
Exactly. I like the aggressive edge the teams have, but I also think it's very important to keep the cool with a competitive attitude on the sidelines, not getting any more extracurriculars words out or anything else you do outside of football standards.
Yeah, I mean, as Commissioner Holton has said, I mean, as being a student athlete, you got to be, it's a journey, you got to be a good sport, you got to be out here, because, I mean, it's not all about the game, it's about growing these guys into good young men out.
100%. This is just a game in high school. These kids are nothing but 15, 16, 17, even 18-year-old kids, and they're just out here having fun.
Crawford County acting at quarterback, Quentin Bell, going to take the snap in the wing formation, hands it off, and he is going to be wrapped up right away by Caleb King. I mean, Caleb King showing off his potential right there, getting in the backfield before the ball was even handed off.
Crawford County had apparent good intentions with that play, handing it off up the middle, but the offensive line didn't block as well they'd like to as Caleb King met the running back in the backfield as soon as he got the handoff, taking him down for at least a 7-yard loss, in fact. 2nd and 17 on their own 41-yard line for this Crawford County Wolfpack.
Yeah, and as time took to dwindle due to this running clock, we're getting under 2 minutes in the third quarter. Compared to that first half, that kept dragging on by while the stop of this third quarter sure has flown by.
It sure has, and that 35-point Mercy rule is not going anywhere in this game.
Well, takes the snap, fakes the handoff. He does everything in his power to get back to the line of scrimmage. He is met by Connor Sleep. He's mentioning his name. I mean, he had his hands all over it last week. He's having a heck of a game tonight.
He sure is. He really met that quarterback for Crawford County had a great idea what he was going to do with that play. He zigged and zagged between the offensive and defensive line, trying to make room for himself to get downfield, but was met in a certain spot along the 46-yard line by Connor Sleep, setting him down to the third down play.
The play was blowing up from the start. I mean, if it's not like the plays are just breaking down before they can ever give themselves a chance right now. It's just starting to look like Crawford kind of falling out of his own head.
100%. They are starting to get a little lackadaisical along the sides where they need to be going well at.
Yep. No, acting shotgun. That's out off to the side. Got a little bit of confusion here for the offense. Quarterback's getting his guys where they want to be. Takes the snap, gets out wide, throws it long. Oh, it could have been a great play there. Just a little out of the wide receiver, Aiden Bell's hand. Peyton Temple was on the play. Maybe had a little bit to do with that one being broke up.
That was a great play by Crawford County. It seemed to pull them up to their defense as he was rolling out left. What his throwing hand is, letting one fly along down the field, releasing a sniper to his receiver, but came up short. A little long for the pass. The third quarter now expires here in Crawford County. And before we go to break, I want to take this time to read off what we have coming up for Week 3 in WSLM Sports Zone starting Wednesday, August 30th. The Reds at San Francisco Giants, 3:45 p.m. on 12:20 a.m. Thursday, August 31st, a Week 1 matchup in the college football. Florida at number 14 Utah, 7:30 p.m. on 97.9 FM or Channel 111 for the broadcast with Greg Daniels and Chad Brown. Friday, December 1st, starts another high school Friday Night Lights as Salem heads to Floyd Central on 97.9 at 7 p.m. Then Eastern welcomes Brownstown Braves into the Musketeer Maniacs Stadium at 12:20 a.m. with me and Eli Guthrie and Dylan Beach on the call. Then West Washington at Mitchell. As of right now, they do not have any broadcasts for that game. We will come and figure out the following days. Then you have Indiana Sports Talk next Friday, December 1st from 9:30 p.m. to midnight. This Saturday, you welcome in college football once again. Week 1 matchup, Fresno State at Purdue, noon on 12:20 a.m. And then IU welcomes in the number 3 ranked Ohio State Buckeyes into Memorial Stadium at 3:30 p.m. here on WSLM 97.9 FM. Then West Virginia at number 7 Penn State, 7 p.m. 97.9 FM. Or Channel 111 for ones that want to watch it or live in a different area. The broadcast with TJ Rives and the Bar Arlington.
Yeah, depending on next Saturday's we'll be on talking terms for Week 4 action.
100%. With me being a huge Ohio State fan and Dylan here being a big Hoosier at Bloomington.
We'll see if we are still talking after that game. As Crawford County comes on to punt once again.
12 minutes to go in this game. Crawford County really back on their heels, ready to sit down and go to bed tonight.
No,
they're facing. Oh, my.
Oh, and this isn't going to end well. Brody Temple gets the first flag of the tackle.
There's a flag on the play. Looks to be an apparent face mask on the returning team of Musketeers. That could set them up for a first down and 10 Crawford County.
Yeah, and I keep doing it, but that was Caleb King on the play. Might be getting a face mask call here. Might be extending the for Crawford County.
100% here. It could be a huge turning point for Crawford County as they can send their offense back out onto the field once again.
They should be able to get more reps for their offense, see if they can get it going a little bit more before they end this game.
Dylan, we mentioned in the first half, the late first half, that Crawford County brought out their secondary quarterback, their sixth quarterback and sixth quarterback. Is that second quarterback still on the field right now, or do you think they're going to put the first three back in as they're down big margin tonight?
No, they moved Brody Smith back out to wide receiver, and they've been running their original starter, Quentin Bell, at quarterback. He's been getting it going a little bit more, but same story for both quarterbacks tonight. It's not going to be ending with a happy night for either one of them.
100%. I'll be interested to hear how the film room goes on Monday for Crawford County. They have some good things to look at, some good things to build on, but I feel like the negatives are going to overwhelm their study session on this game tonight, looking for next week.
And Crawford County, the face mask penalty is going to get them to about 4th and 5. I mean, I'd like to see a coach maybe draw up here, maybe go for it here. I mean, into the opponent's territory here, I wouldn't be punting this here.
I guess in high school, a face mask penalty is not an automatic first down like it is in college and the NFL level of sports. But even though it brings up a lot more manageable 4th down for Crawford County as their offense gets sent back out on the field.
Crawford's back out on the field. They got 2 in the backfield alongside Bell. They'll take the snap from the shotgun, hands it off to Stroud, and Stroud is going to be swallowed up once again. This is going to be, he might have got it there. I don't know if he's going to get it there or not. We're going to see once the ref decides here.
Very close to that first down mark for Crawford County. And they're signaling first down Crawford County. What a huge 4th down conversion as there's a timeout on the field for Crawford County. Injury. And that was a great setup play for Crawford County as the Musketeer offense thought they were going to try to roll out and throw that ball down the field, but instead they handed off up the middle for a first down for Crawford County Wolfpack.
Yeah, that's the first conversion of the night. Came on a 3rd or 4th down there. I mean, great running. I mean, Max Stroud there just kept chugging along. And I mean, he might have sold it very well to reach over at the end, but the rest believe his performance there. Get himself the first down. That's a great run.
100%. More offensive reps for this team now that they got that first down. It can really make progress for this team going into film on Monday. Whether they get score on here or not, they can break down what they did on this drive, what they did right, and what they may have did so well that could potentially get them in the field to play in zone.
That's Crawford County, new running back out there, new secondary offensive lineman as well as the injury comes on. Bell takes it out of the shotgun, looks back to the throw. Then Caleb King flying. He's scrambling out wide, and he's going to have back-to-back first downs here for the Wolfpack.
What a great play for Crawford County right there. Their quarterback was in the pocket, gained through his progression as he's met by big old Caleb King for the Musketeers defensive back. But instead of getting taken down, he breaks that sack, breaks out to the far side, goes rolling out down the sideline, barreling through people, spinning around, getting that first down of Crawford County. And this one thought drive that was going to go south for Crawford County has now gone back north, and they're looking for that touchdown marker.
Yeah, sent Caleb King flying off there. I mean, great scatter off for the quarterback there.
Crawford County had to bring in number 71, Kate Jones, as their wing back, pretty much blocking truly the fullback. If Stroud comes back in to run the ball here, gets the ball, scoops outside. That's going to be a nice game here. Crawford County is driving after a very unconventional fourth down face match. Extended the drive.
100%. Two good running plays back-to-back for Crawford County, setting them up in great field position once again. That may have been a short run, but still great yards for them.
Nice game, about 6 or 7 on the play. And I mean, I know it's not going to matter much for tonight, but I mean, they're going to have to limit penalties like that face match if they're going to want to have to contend next week.
100%. Penalties like that really set up a bad margin considering they're 15 yards and automatic first down on most occasions, but not tonight. Crawford County's lining up for the next snap.
I mean, you just got to keep playing football if you're going to be able to see this some of the ball. Crawford County comes back there in the shotgun. You have to start off to his right beside Dart. We're out of timeout for Crawford County here. I think we're going to get us another ad break here at 7:31 left here in the fourth quarter out here in Crawford County.
Sprained ankles, swollen joints, and no time for an appointment? Next Medical Center has you covered. Visit our orthopedic walk-in clinic for expert care. Our specialists provide fast attention to a number of bone and joint problems. No appointment necessary. Available Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 11:30 a.m. For more information, visit schneckmed.org. Next, healthy together.
Come out and see Mark Johnson, the new owner of the Washington County Tire Shop. Mark and his family would like to invite you to come out to the new location at 101 Progress Way right here in Salem, right across from Salem Walmart. At Washington County Tire Shop, you'll find tires for all your vehicles, oil changes, batteries and electrical, preventative maintenance, brake service, AC repairs, steering and suspension system work. For more information, call them at 812-586-0490.
Do you ever wonder what it would be like to live without hip or knee pain? Schneck Orthopedics and Sports Medicine's new procedure makes it easier than you think. We're proud to be one of the...
And we're back from timeout here at Crawford County as Bell is back in the shotgun. Stroud off to the side start. Nick's offering from the center, looking like a speed option here. Scrambles out, lets one fly to the end zone, and this one's going to be thrown way out of bounds there on the play for an incompletion.
Right idea for Crawford there on that play. Setting up the fake handoff, rolling out left in that bootleg, really caused the defensive backs for the Musketeers to go off in their own little land. And now they threw one long, had the right idea, right arc on it, with a little outside the wire through the hand, setting out of bounds.
Yeah, a little bit of trickeration there from Crawford County. I mean, scrambling out right with the running back there. I thought it was maybe a speed off, maybe a toss play. Ends up being a nice little run pass off. Didn't get anything out of it, but still a very manageable third down here.
It looks like Crawford County's starting to open their playbook a little bit more right now, as they are down, but looking to figure out what they can use later on in the season.
Yeah, I mean, they're building here, and Quentin Bell is looking to really come into his own on this drive. Like, hands off to Stroud. Stroud's going to be 8 up on the play there. It's going to be third and fourth and about 5.
That was a good play for Crawford County. They had the right idea to run it up the middle, but that Musketeer defense was ready for it as soon as they handed it off. Net right to the line and to set him down. Gain of no yards on the play, bringing up a 4th down and 4 as Bell comes back into the game as a wideout.
Yeah, just a lot of big bodies on that offensive line. Defensive line. It's going to be hard to always run up the gut. With Crawford missing their main running back, I feel like the majority of their runners can only really be getting up the gut.
100%. We saw a lot of good plays this drive, a lot of good momentum for Crawford County tonight, as that play was not as successful as they had previously.
Here we are for 4th down. Stroud off to the right. Snaps it. Bobbles the snap here. And Bell is going to be brought down for a turnover on downs here.
That was big Brody Temple on the tackle. Had the right idea on that play. Couldn't progress on that play a lot as he wanted to because the ball was snapped low and he fumbled it. Trying to look around for the ball a little bit after the snap was already on the floor. But instead of just pulling on it, he tried to make a play out of it, get the first down, and instead just fell short with Brody Temple in his drill, taking him down as Musketeers regained possession.
Yeah, he couldn't quite bring that offering in. I mean, Swarm, like we previously mentioned, led by Brody Temple and Nathaniel Rankin. A lot of this Eastern defense tonight, and they're really bringing that swarm mentality tonight.
100%. And I don't know if we've noticed it or said it yet, but they have been subbing in and out more than they did in the first half, bringing a lot of their secondaries in for this next drive. For that next drive, this occurring drive for the Musketeers offense, there seems like there's more backups than there are starters in that lineup. That's good reps for them, as they are the future of this program, whether what age they are at all.
Yeah, this might be a nice Thursday night preview for any of these fans at home. Maybe get some JV action, some freshman team action here tonight. But it's what these young guys can do. Maybe some of their first chances in this program to prove who they are. They didn't really get the chance in the close game last week, but I mean, it's the perfect time to be able to say why you should play.
100%. And before this play gets happening, we see on the sideline, over the Musketeer sideline, Braden Jones trying to shake off that injury, running up and down the track, setting himself up, trying to loosen him back up, warm his body back up after the athletic training session.
Cody Bannon takes the snap, fakes the handoff, hands off to Connor Sleek, and Connor Sleek is going to have a great game on the play.
Just setting up perfectly, faking the handoff one way, going back the other. Connor Sleek runs down the field, nose down, head down, ready to get that ball downhill. He runs, breaks a few tackles, I think it's stalemated, but yet, instead of giving up and falling to the ground, he finds a way to keep his legs turning, get a few more yards on the Musketeer offense, setting up nicely at the 41-yard line for this first down possession drive.
I mean, he is just plunging through the defense for a gain of about 15 on the play. It just seems like they could not bring him down on that one.
100%.
Connor Sleek not using guys to get hit, but he got his name called there and he answered.
100%. And now we only have within 3.5 minutes left in this game tonight.
Handoff. I believe
Nathan McBride.
Oh, Nathan McBride on the play. Looking like a mound of humans here. I don't know what happened quite on that play. I think he's going to retain the ball here.
100%. There's like a mountain of people out there on that field after that play. And we don't see a bad play by the Musketeers, handing it off once again, getting some more reps in there for the defense, for the secondaries, for the Musketeers, not allowing much room for the defensive line from Crawford County, setting them up on a 2nd down and 3.
Yeah, I mean, a nice gain of 6 there. I mean, a big hill of humans down in the middle. Following the play there, didn't look like what was going on that play. Caleb Pacheco, the freshman quarterback, hands it off, keeps it himself, and he can run for the first down here. A nice little run for the freshman.
Yeah, great setup. Caleb Pacheco, I've heard of him a little bit. I've talked to different players from Eastern about what his strengths and weaknesses are. His strengths are not necessarily throwing the ball, but he's like, I can't compare him to Lamar Jackson, NFL quarterback. Same number, same experience here, but he's more of a runner quarterback. He can set himself up in the pocket, look like he's going to throw the ball, and then take off downhill. A QB draw kind of quarterback like Taysom Hill in the NFL. He's more of a running quarterback rather than a passing one.
Yeah, we're getting a little bit of that read-off action that Cody Bannon was working on earlier. I mean, getting these freshmen developed their playmaking skills is always going to be played. He faked the handoff to Colin Jones, took it up the middle for himself, and made it to a great play. Pacheco takes it again, keeps it, gets outside a little bit. He's going to be taken down for about a gain of 6.
Oh, a flag on the play, some extracurricular activity. Oh, my. Some tossing up from people.
Yeah, we got a fight breaking out here. A little bit of second flag is thrown. Looking like Carson Wright being the instigator here for the Musketeers. Someone looks like he might have got punched in the armish, maybe the humerus. I don't know. A little bit of ruffling there. Don't want to see that sportsmanship coming from either side.
Yeah, that was not a bad play by the Musketeers. Pacheco came out of the pocket, looking to run once again, but then he gets his head almost ripped off the shoulders when he goes to that. Crawford County goes to that tackle, but instead of that happening, he breaks that tackle, spins around, and gets a little more yards on that play, but still made it once again sat down for this first down and 10 for the Musketeers.
Yeah, looking like maybe this game's going to just take it in. Eastern not really doing anything fancy here. Getting us back to the locker room as we have 35 seconds left to play. Pacheco.
Oh, the ball's on the ground.
Ball snap. Colin Jones has it. He busts outside. Colin Jones with a first down for the Musketeers.
Wow. What a step up for Colin Jones there. Not really knowing what to do, but all he did know was, hey, the ball's on the carpet. I'm going to go get it and take it to the house. I'm going to try to take it to the house.
In the Eastern faithful, big fan of Colin Jones over there. They're on their feet cheering for Colin Jones.
And 100% trying to get one more play in before this clock expires and this
contest tonight. Pacheco lining up.
Hey, snap, hands off to Colin Jones again, and Colin Jones can end his night with looking like about 40 yards rushing on the night. A nice night for Colin Jones.
I completely agree, and that clock has expired. The Musketeers barrel roll, steamroll, curb stomp the Crawford County Wolfpack tonight with a astounding score of 48-0. With that last drive running well for the Musketeers until that clock expired.
Yeah, a great last drive for the freshman group. Lots to look forward to if you're an Eastern fan. East fans are all heading home tonight happy.
I completely agree. And for the Crawford County fans, they might be heading home a little disappointed tonight, but there's some good things that can come out of this game. And this last drive before the game had concluded, they had some good setup on their offensive line. They ran the ball outside, got Trent to 20, 30 yards on each play, setting them up for good success, heading towards the end zone, as well as the Musketeers on defense. That first half, they were stalemating Crawford County with negative yards to start the game. And then the offense for Eastern really set themselves up for success when they would throw the ball and run the ball down the side, having Braden Jones in that second quarter.
Yeah, certain positives for both sides. A positive for everybody here in attendance tonight is they can finally get back in their cars, get back in that 8, maybe get home tonight, get themselves an Arnold Palmer and cool off a little bit.
Yeah, Arnold Palmer for sure. As we check that one off the list. Well, this has been a great game tonight for the Musketeers, and a little less of one for Coach Bell of the Crawford County Wolfpack. But don't count them out just yet. Like I said before, and like I said in the pregame, that Coach Bell is a great asset to this Crawford County team. Still a lot of work to do and a lot of progress to be made, but we are not hesitant to know that Coach Bell is the one to do this for the Crawford County Wolfpack.
Yeah, great game for Eastern tonight. As Crawford thanking their fans for being here. That's the type of culture we're talking about here. As the game wrapped up, our final score tonight, Eastern 48, Crawford County.
I agree. Thank you, Beach, for talking tonight. Well, we will see you guys next week as Eastern welcomes Brownstown Central Braves into Eastern High School for that 7 p.m. kickoff. With me, Eli Guthrie, and my co-host, Dylan Beach. At Crawford County, not sure where they travel to next week or if they're at home, but we'll be looking forward to hearing the score of that game. We thank you for joining us. And before we conclude this broadcast tonight, we are going to hear one last word from our sponsors. We thank you for joining us here on 97.9 WSLM.
Thank you for listening with us in the WSLM Sports Zone tonight for another live broadcast of high school sports. Be sure and follow us on social media.
Governor Holcomb, I love how high school sports teach the importance of the journey, and couldn't agree more, Commissioner, and I support any measure of success is achieved, like making a winning play or earning a state championship. Student athletes go on an essential journey that humbles and teaches them every step of the way. The lessons learned along the journey of high school sports are about so much more than just the game. Student athletes learn how to persevere through adversity, never give up, and to get better every day. This second classroom teaches the skills, behaviors, and attitudes student athletes need to be successful on the playing field and in life. There's no better training ground for today's teens on their way to becoming tomorrow's leaders. Support the vital work of education-based athletics by buying a ticket to your high school's athletic events.
This is keeping education in front of athletics. This is the journey of high school sports. This is your IHSAA.
High school sports teach so much more than just the fundamentals of the game. They also teach the fundamentals of life, like the power of belief. I'm Robert Falcon.
We're both assistant commissioners of the IHSAA. In the second classroom of high school sports, student athletes understand hard work pays off, and they learn to be proud of their effort, no matter the outcome.
Successful student athletes support their teammates and learn to always do the right thing.
And most importantly, they learn to always believe in themselves.
When high school sports keep education in front of athletics, these fundamental beliefs outweigh the idea of winning at all costs.
That's why high school sports are a transformative and invaluable part of every student athlete's education.
Buy a ticket to your high school's athletic events and show student athletes that you'll always believe in them too.
This is the power of belief. This is the power of high school sports. This is your IHSAA.
Bend to Evansville, and from Vincennes to Richmond, all over Hoosier country. Catch Indiana University football all season long.
He gets away. 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown!
The Hoosiers kick off the season against Big Ten foe Ohio State, Saturday, September 2nd, on the Neal Tire and Auto Service Radio Network from Learfield.
After a joint surgery, injury, or illness, Meadowview and Salem Crossing are the best choices for helping you recover. Our Moving Forward rehabilitation program offers a full range of therapies. We're here to help you return home safely with the skills you need to live life on your own terms. Meadowview and Salem Crossing, two great options for your rehabilitation. To learn more, visit asccare.com or call 888-996-8272.
This is Becky White from Wslm, and I'm here at the beautiful John Jones showroom in Salem, Indiana for the John Jones Auto Minute.
Are you ready for some football and fantastic deals on wheels? John Jones Auto Group is here to kickstart your season with unbeatable savings at all 4 of our locations. That's right, we're conveniently located in Salem, Gordon, Greenville, and Scottsburg. Score big this football season and drive away a winner with John Jones Auto Group. Our dedicated team is committed to helping you find the perfect vehicle that suits both your style and your budget. Whether you're looking for a tough and versatile truck to tackle any challenge, or sleek and fuel-efficient sedan to zip through traffic like a star player, we've got you covered. Plus, don't overlook our certified pre-owned vehicles that offer affordable reliability. Get ready to do a happy touchdown dance because we're offering incredible finance options. Our finance team will work their magic to secure the best rates and terms tailored to your needs. Touchdown, and there's more. John Jones Auto Group has lease specials and low APRs. Make this the perfect time to drive home, a deal you won't find anywhere else. Don't fumble this opportunity. Visit John Jones Auto Group today at any of our 4 locations. Or you can check us out online at johnjonesautogroup.com. And remember, we see so many because they pay so little.
Keep working. Keep going. And keep moving with the exceptional orthopedic care at Baptist Health. With an experienced team and a full line of advanced services and procedures, it's no wonder most people choose Baptist to help them keep on. Keeping on. Visit BaptistHealth.com/ortho to find a Baptist Health provider.
Hello, folks. Craig Martin at Billy Martin Store. I'd like to start off by saying a big thank you to everyone that voted us your best place to purchase appliances, furniture, and floor coverage in Washington County for another year. At Billy Martin Store, we have so much more to offer our loyal customers. Not only do we carry a complete line of GE Hot Point and Speed Queen appliances, but also a full line of home furniture as well. Beautiful quality name brand furniture in living room suites, sectionals, recliners, dining room suites, bedroom suites, lamps, and sectionals. And Bose bedding, made in the USA, and Moe's furniture and bedding is made right here in southern Indiana. Billy Martin Store has a nice display of all of your board covers, carpets, vinyls, tiles, laminate, Somerset hardwood flooring. We offer you low prices, free home and business estimate, and professional installation by our own installers. Billy Martin Store offers you free delivery, free haul away, and our own professional service on what we sell. Janice, Tanya, and I will be happy to help you in selecting the perfect item for your home or business. We'll stand behind you if you have a problem. Billy Martin Store has been serving southern Indiana and the Louisville area for 164 years and counting. As the 5th generation, and Tanya the 6th, we would like to say a big thank you for all of your support year after year. Billy Martin Store is located in the heart of downtown Martinsburg, or feel free to call us at 967-3997, and we'll glad to help you.
Party time is rolling on at McDonald's in Salem, Mitchell, and West Dayton. Hosted birthday parties are continuing to gain in popularity. McDonald's birthday parties include goodie bags for each guest, the birthday child, meals with the choice of cheeseburger, hamburger, or nuggets, a choice of drink for each guest, a birthday cake, and ice cream. Now the Play Place is closed for an hour private party. That's right, the Play Place closes down for the 2-hour event. Call event coordinator Renee Lewis at 812-788-0126 to schedule your party for Salem, Mitchell, or West Dayton today. Renee and her staff will set everything up, take care of all the serving and work during the party, and take care of all the cleanup. All All this for a party of up to 10 kids for $130. And it's just $5 for additional children. In Salem, allow children to play, while the McDonald's in Mitchell and West Dayton will feature age-appropriate games. Let McDonald's make your child's next birthday party stress-free for you and fun for them. Call Renee at 812-788 today and get your next party on the schedule.
Things change. Insurance should too. Jason can help to see constant changes. Call Jason Bettmeyer, your Washington County agent, at 812-883-2995 or visit infarmbureau.com.